Welcome! We're playing Dark Souls, which is kind of like D&D. It's mostly D&D. It's D&D 5th edition with some changes. We went through all of those changes last week, so we're not going to do that again. It took an hour. We got a Trito for the Floof Queen. Wow, that was very well timed. How'd that happen? The Floof. Yeah, up. Yeah, it's a good girl. You got cheese Tritos. Got them fresh from the bakery. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
We got them from the barkery. I don't know why, but for some reason, like the nearby like kitschy local pet supply store is not called the barkery, but we got it into our heads that it's called the barkery. So we call it the barkery now.
You should pitch them a name change.
Yeah.
We have like a cleaning spray here at the house called Myers, and I'm convinced that it's called Martin's. Like when I picture the bottle in my head, it says Martin's, and then I grab the bottle and I say, "Well, this doesn't say Martin's. I'm an idiot."
What kind of Mandela effect is this?
At least you don't pick it up and go, "This isn't Martin's." Put it down and keep looking.
Honey, where's the Martin's? You'll find the Myers.
Thank you for the resub. Shadows, welcome back for 29 months. Oh my god. We've been streaming too long. I've centered the alert box on top of our thing. Alright. So yeah, we went over the rules changes from base 5th edition to Dark Souls the RPG. The biggest one obviously being position. The other biggest one being that you can't stay dead. You respawn. That's fucking, like, that's kind of a big deal. But there are wisdom saving throws versus hollowing to concern yourself with. I am personally kind of curious how long it's going to take me to either throw out to that hollowing table or change a lot of the entries. Because at level 1... most of you are going to have pretty ass whiz saves, and it's like DC 18.
Yeah.
So...
Question about the hollowing table. You mentioned luck to re-roll.
Yep.
Can you cheer that as well, or no?
No, so cheers only affect attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Luck is usable on any die D20 or smaller.
Got it. Okay.
The last thing we kind of need to do is, I guess, introduce your characters, but just like vague, like, just honestly, like, your names are enough, because more than that, we're getting into, you know, what do I know? What do they know? So we'll get to that a little bit later, like actually introducing your characters. But if we could just get a sound off, what the hell is your name? We'll go in the order you appear on stream, so reverse alphabetical order. You guys can figure out what that means. So we'll start with Nathan.
I'm Ceramorris of Catarina.
All right.
Oswin.
Okay, you skipped Mike. Mike is...
I lost the plot.
Yeah.
I am Loren of Astora.
Okay. Jordan.
I am Weigard.
Alrighty. And Bayless.
I'm playing Grayson.
Alrighty. Okay. So I partly did that just so you guys could start getting into the this is who I am, and partly because I secretly wanted you to all pronounce your names so I could stop mispronouncing them. Only surprise there was Loren instead of Loren. It's not obvious from the spelling, so I'm glad I had you say it out loud. All right. So we just need to sort of finish up your character sheets, and then we can really get into the game. So the first thing that I'd like everyone to do is if you could press C to open your character sheet. Hey, we got a resub for... Oh, wow. You're really making me feel like I've been streaming too long with your 40 months.
I forgot to do that earlier.
Yeah.
It's X that, X1, X guy X.
God damn. I used to be really good at saying that real quick. Like X that X1, X guy X. Hey, I still got it.
So... I used to be really good. Still am, too.
Yeah. I used to be, but I still am. So the biggest thing that you need to do is I did go in Foundry, build your character sheets, and I added all of your base ability scores as determined by your origin. The book doesn't say that you're not supposed to, and the math of 5e assumes that you are. So I've awarded you a +2 and a +1 that you can put anywhere you want, just not on the same ability score. So go ahead and apply those as you wish. I see that Nathan already has.
Would they show up on the left of the sheet?
Yeah, on the left side of the sheet in the attributes tab
Okay.
are your ability scores.
Mine seem to already be in there, and I'm okay with that.
Grayson. No, that's your starting array.
Oh, it dipped.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 10 is the starting array for Fencer.
Well, the left side modifier. Oh, that's just a modifier. That's like
Yeah, it's just a
+2,
modifier.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, 12, 15, 14, 13, 10, 10 is the starting array for Fencer.
But damn.
And then if we look at Weigard, the brute. Okay, you've got yours in. You rounded out that 15 and 14. I see that.
Yep. I even
Looks like
updated my hit points.
I was just gonna say, looks like you updated your hit points too. So for some reason, it does not seem to calculate max HP like at all. So
I
had
noticed that.
Yeah, I had to manually put those in. So anyone who has updated their Constitution, which I'm assuming is a bunch of you, you will need to recalculate your hit points. As the maximum of your Origin's position die, +1 plus your con mod. So for the brute, that's 11 plus con mod. For the fencers and jack of all trades, that's 9 plus your con mod. And for the caster, that is 7 plus your con mod. A whopping
Nice squishy.
8 hit points.
No, it's a position.
Sorry, 8 position. Meanwhile,
What are the pluses to the left and right of each ability score?
the plus to the left is your modifier for that score. The plus to the right is your modifier for that saving throw. So they will, for the most part, be the same left and right, except for the 2 scores that you're proficient in saves for.
I'm apparently proficient in strength saving throws. That doesn't sound right.
That don't sound right. Yeah. No, let's turn that one off. Yeah, so you're in Wiz as a caster. So as some people pointed out, you are missing some of your equipment. This is accurate.
Like
None
a
of you
sword,
have-
please.
Yeah, none of you have weapons. Don't worry about it. That won't cause any problems.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to cause some problems.
Sure. So the next thing we need to do is skill proficiencies, which I just saw Mike filling in. I just see check marks appear.
I'm
'cause I
on
have
top
a
of
sheet
shit, sort of.
So yeah, we need to do skill proficiencies. So I believe, so if you go to the features tab, you'll see under classes is your origin and class. If you click edit item, oh, I didn't put eligible class skills for caster sorcerer. I suck. Actually, I think I did. I just added it to the class. Yeah, I added it to the class after I added the class to your sheet. Whipped. So other than the caster sorcerer, I'm hoping everyone else got it right. If you go to the if you open the class by hitting edit item and then go to the details tab, at the bottom it'll tell you number of starting skills and eligible class skills. So you can pick that number of skills from that list. And then once you've got those, we also have backgrounds. Which
So I will not have this thing you just mentioned.
What's that?
So I will not have this convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You do not, unfortunately.
You gotta figure it out on my own. Understood.
Yep. You're a big boy. You'll figure it out.
Ostensibly.
Yeah,
I want so badly to pick animal handling, but I know that never comes up ever.
That never comes up in a regular game, and now you're in a world full of zombies.
Yeah.
I debated animal handling as well.
You're gonna feel real dumb soon. So yeah, let me know when you guys are done with that.
You're immediately swarmed by a herd of pigs. Is anybody good at animal handling?
Speaking of pigs, Steph painted some piggy minis.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's gonna be a giveaway.
They look super good. She sent me pictures of them.
Ah, did she?
They look great.
They look
Pictures?
great. Pictures.
Pitches.
But yeah, so once
pictures.
I did say pictures.
Once you pick your class skills, you just need to pick a background. Those aren't built into Foundry. Like I didn't add backgrounds, and the compendium has exactly one background because that's the only background that exists in the D&D 5e SRD, which is now released under the Creative Commons license, which was like a, you know, I guess that's cool.
Which
It's better than
background is
no GL2, that's for damn sure. What'd you say, Mike?
Which background is that? The free
Acolyte.
one?
Oh, I could have just added that. Oh well.
Womp.
I just assumed it wasn't there, and I was like, yeah, copy paste.
Whatever works. But yeah. So your background may offer you language proficiencies. Ignore them. There's only one language here, and it's common.
Where do we
People
see
either-
a list of backgrounds?
You don't. You do not see a list of backgrounds. That's not a thing that you can.
Like even in the book?
No. So it's just standard D&D backgrounds.
Oh, you probably just said that. I apologize.
I didn't say that. No. But yeah, whatever resource you'd like to look at for backgrounds, they're all on D&D Beyond. For those of you who are in one of my content sharing campaigns, which I think is everyone but Mike.
Well, damn it.
Get fucked. But yeah, so if your background tells you that it gives you a language, ignore that language and instead pick any tool of your choosing. Whatever you want. And while you're doing that, I will explain the safety tools, which is a thing that we've done in every campaign. We've made them available to players for the last like 2.5 years, and I don't think a single card has ever been played. And I only kind of a little bit worry that that's because people are afraid of using them. But so we use a set of safety tools that is referred to as script change. They borrow terminology from essentially video players. We have pause, stop, fast forward, and rewind. Pause and stop are very similar. Pause, so both of them say, let us stop playing the game for a moment and talk about something that I need to discuss so that we can move forward in a way where I feel comfortable. The difference is that if you play the pause card, we'll have that conversation on stream. If you play the stop card, we will hit be right back. We'll go to a commercial break and we'll have the discussion away from prying eyes. Rewind is you saying, no, I do not want that to be canon. Can we please go back and go a different direction? And fast forward is, I'm fine with this being canon, but can we not talk about it? And we'll just skip over it and continue on from there. So at any time, you can just go into your actors panel, drag one of those onto the scene. I always have Foundry up on a monitor that is always visible in my periphery, so hopefully I will notice immediately. I will notice it shortly at the latest. Yeah, that's safe. That's the safety tools. Feel free to test it out if you want. I'll delete them. Or don't.
Figuring out tool proficiencies.
Yeah, that's fair. There they are.
Gotcha, boo boo.
Did you do that for me?
Yes, I did.
Thanks. I love you.
Did the
I love you
fast
too.
forward I dropped go through? I have screens or windows in the way.
Yeah,
I was
I
trying
feel
to,
like immediately.
I was trying to get through this faster, you know.
I did that one too.
I'm fine with us picking backgrounds, but can we skip it?
You told us to do this.
I was trying
That's
to get
true.
through the safety tools discussion faster.
Got it. I don't have
If
a
I were-
pithy retort.
If I rewind right now, would you do it again?
Doubtful. We would go a different direction.
Oh,
That's what it's for.
without the safety tools this time.
Ugh. Show of hands, who's got a background already? Oh, cool.
I'm still picking shit. I picked the background, but the sub choices I'm still going through.
Sub choices?
I got to pick 2 languages, so 2 tools.
Oh,
Right?
well, yeah, that is accurate. All right. Also, the background will not give you starting equipment. Sorry. No starting equipment from your background.
So it's
But-
really just like the proficiencies that we're getting out of it.
Yep.
But I want my purse containing 25 gold pieces. I'm sure those will be useful.
Those would be super useful. In a world whose currency is souls. Alrighty. So, Mike, if it's all right with you, we'll just move
Yeah, that's
forward,
fine.
and you
Yeah,
can figure out your tools as we go along.
That's
So, this is where we start the game. This is where the game actually starts. So you have all. Actually, I should probably confirm this. I believe you have all chosen or rolled for a memory, a drive, and a backstory
Yes.
from the tables
Yes.
presented in the book. Okay, cool. So you all have a memory, at least one, of who you were in life. But we're not sure anymore if that's still who you are. You've got those memories. You've kind of got the same body. But as you all come to and find yourselves in a dilapidated, corpse-strewn tavern. You meet in a tavern.
You can't not.
You can't
It's,
not.
it's physically impossible.
As you come to in this dilapidated, corpse-strewn tavern, you find that not every corpse here is dead. Some of them are walking around. Some of them are carrying torches. But there's 5 among those, yourself included, who all seem a little bit more together. Skin a little less sunken, eyes a little less dead. And as you all sit up around the same time, light streaming from the ruined ceiling 100 feet up, who builds a tavern that tall? These dead eyes and sunken cheeks glare at you and bare rotted teeth. Roll initiative.
How do I do that?
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. That's a good fucking question. I don't actually know in Foundry. So we're gonna figure it out. So if you switch over to the tab that has crossed swords, that is the combat tab. I have enabled a module called Combat Focus, so it's split between initiative and chat. You can adjust that split as you'd like. And then the way I'm gonna add this one guy to initiative, because the way initiative works in this game is enemies have an initiative DC, or rather the encounter essentially has an initiative DC. So you are just rolling to do wow, you're rolling poorly. You're rolling to try to do better than the initiative DC. I'm just gonna push this down so everyone can see. Yes.
I have the Strike Fast ability
Okay.
that lets me reroll initiative. So it's basically advantage because I get to choose which one to take.
Yep.
It refreshes on a short rest, and you had mentioned that we'll be getting short rests basically every combat.
Yeah. So it sounds like you just have you get to reroll initiative every time. But here's the thing: that is not actually advantage. So you could cheer initiative, and then still reroll it.
Fair.
And you could also choose the lower if you so felt the need
Yeah,
to.
I mean, if you wanted to go after the Baggath. I need to find out what the initiative DC of this is, because I spent 20 hours prepping and didn't write that down.
It's probably higher than 2.
It's probably higher than 2. I'm guessing it's 8. It is
Awesome.
8. Yes, the initiative DC is 8, so I can just update this combatant to 8, and I will also rename it to bad guys, because there's a lot of them. But you guys probably don't really know what's going on here. As you take a look around, there's some three-dimensionality going on here. So you are in sort of the middle level of this tavern. To the southeast is a railing. Clearly there's some kind of balcony where you're standing, overlooking a lower level. You hear the sounds of cleavers hitting meat. Up above you, there are some stairs, and at the top of those stairs is a wooden platform where 3 of these husks are currently knocking arrows. And as you all sort of take in the scene, you notice that none of you have any weapons, and that there are corpses strewn about this room. Some of them with weapons, some of them with shields. But you'll have to root through the bodies and see what you can find. And we're going to start with Ceramorris.
Before that,
Sure.
temporary position, right?
Yes, temporary position. We all need to roll temporary position. So the fencers and jack of all trade, need to roll a D8 and add that to the temporary max HP field on Foundry. The caster gets to roll a D6, and the brute gets to roll a D10.
Of course.
Oof.
How do I roll a die?
You can just /R and then the dice expression in chat.
And then you said to add it to the left side of our hit points, so it adds as a temp.
So you'll want the bottom right field, which is the plus max field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you can update your current hit points to just be above your normal max. So for Ceramorris, he's currently at 11 out of 11, and he added 7. You can then update it to be 18 out of 11.
Great.
Got to do a little bit of arithmetic.
Yeah.
I will try to write a macro so that this is fully automated. It should be doable.
Figured it out. Great.
Killer. All right.
Where are the corpses?
These glowing balls are corpses with items on them.
Okay,
If you
murder
move
me.
over
Oh, no.
to one of those
These are
corpses, you can use your action to loot it by double-clicking on it. And it'll actually have an item in it that you can loot. Yay, Foundry.
Okay.
Well,
But nothing is visually obvious to us yet.
Nope.
Like as to who has what.
Right.
Okay.
It's a tangle of limbs and
Sure.
whatnot. So you don't have to be on it. You can be adjacent to
yeah.
it.
Oops. Oh,
Also,
good.
it's technically both Ceramorris's and Weigard's turn right now, right?
Yes.
Like,
that is
how-
true,
how-
yeah.
How are we going to handle that?
It's kind of entirely up to you guys how you want to handle that. In this scenario, I think it's probably safe that both of you just act at the same time. So, Jordan, if you'd like to take your turn. Ceramorris. So if you double click on it, there's a gemstone over on the right side of the item. You can click on that gemstone and it'll just pull that item into your inventory.
Cool. Great. Well, found a shield. It's mine now.
All right.
It's
Cool.
like Hoist it in front of me.
Alrighty.
Also, I'm going to loot this gem on the right side.
Alright. Alright.
I
Oswin's got a
too
target sheet.
found a shield.
Woo! Killing it.
I'm sensing a
Assuming it
pattern
still
here.
takes an action to.
So you can equip it as part of the same action as looting it.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, same.
Alrighty. Now it's the bad guys. Just all of them.
I don't like that.
So this one's just gonna dash at you. Unfortunately, that is his entire speed. This one is wielding half of a sword, and it doesn't walk at you so much as it trips and flails wildly at you, trying to catch itself. And it is now going to make attacks, plural.
No.
So it's going to attack with its broken straight. So I'm gonna do these public. Like, fuck it, why not, right?
Yeah.
So
We'll
let's
die anyway. It's cool.
so let's roll an attack. 19 to hit.
Christ.
That does hit the
For-
naked man.
4 slashing damage. Second attack. 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. For 5 slashing damage.
Ow.
Third attack.
There's 3.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
This is Dark Souls, all right.
6 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, you're dead. So.
All right. Good game. Bye, guys.
Good game, guys.
See it.
Dead.
Let's see it.
I don't. Where did I put it? Oh no, where did I put it?
I don't think we have a death counter, but we should probably make one for each.
We definitely
player.
have a you died at least, though.
I didn't add it to the scene. Hang on.
I thought you said you had it set up to where it's universal.
Yeah, it's universal on the other scene.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh, that got died.
Oh my god, where am I?
So, did you have anything with your bloodied features that would have assisted against any of that?
That's a good question.
No. I don't think it
Oops,
was.
loud noise. All right.
Double check that. Nah. Plus
Yeah.
2 to AC, but those will
Yeah.
smack me beyond that.
Yeah. Where did I put them? Man. I don't know where the you dieds are.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Fatal sticks.
What have you done?
Is it this one or that one? I think it's that. There we go. Let's put that there. Alright, you died. Alright. So for his fourth attack, he's going to attack Oswin.
Nice.
16 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god. 2 slashing. And for his fifth attack, 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. His turn immediately ends and he becomes incapacitated because he missed.
I'm mad.
No, you're dead. You can't be mad.
I can be both. Vengeful spirit.
God.
So this one is going to move over and just brandish a torch at Grayson.
Okay.
Is there a way to mark the items we picked up?
Right. I was supposed to... Yep. That's my bad. I was going to delete the tokens.
Okay. I just...
Yeah. That would get nightmarish.
Yeah.
So that's an 11 to hit Grayson.
No, sir.
No? Alright. That's his turn. This one's going to do the same thing, though. Just going to pincer you with some torch.
Mm-hmm.
A 10 to hit.
Negative.
Wow.
Negative Ghost Rider.
And now we've got 3 dudes with longbows over here. And I think they're going to shoot a Weigard.
Of course they are.
course they are. 10 to hit.
Misses.
5 to hit.
Misses.
13 to hit.
I have a shield, so I have 14 AC now.
Wow. Oswin and Grayson.
Go
It
ahead.
is. Matt.
Oh,
Is he
do we have a
frozen?
mat still?
Oh no.
Oh, he's very frozen. Oh,
Okay.
Yup.
No. No.
The
He fell off.
spoopies.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
Come
fixed.
back.
For me, yeah.
Just gonna put that there.
Yeah. Take your time.
Oh.
He's back.
Oh, okay. Then
Alright.
you leave.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome back. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's our turn. You're welcome to go first if you want.
Just like this needs to pop back up because of course it. There we go. I was gonna go to this. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take an attack of opportunity no matter what I do.
So this guy is incapacitated currently. So his attack bounced off of Oswin's armor, and that just threw him so off balance that he's incapable of doing much of anything right now.
Okay, and this guy on the top also.
No, he's good. He's just swinging torch.
Okay. Yeah. So go up here. What's it? 10. 15.
So there is a pillar right here that I think is in your way.
Yeah. So I think because that's just a tail. Like, can he go? I guess there and just like cut across the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that is going to take 2 opportunity attacks from the 2 torch hollows. So let's roll those. 20 to hit
Yep, that hits.
for 6 fire damage.
Okay.
You bloodied?
No.
That is surprising.
I'm 1 point away from being bloody.
Wow. All right. Well,
That's
let's
so
see if
unfortunate.
let's see if we can get you there with the second attack. 11 to hit.
Ah, that misses.
All right. All right. So you make it over to that item. Feel free to double click it and loot it
Okay.
if you'd like.
Yeah. So you said there's a gem on the right side?
Yep.
Uh,
You just click that, and it'll loot the item to your inventory.
oh, so I was there.
All right.
Oh, it's a battle axe.
It's a battle.
Someone has a weapon.
Woo!
Wow.
this
The
encounter's
question
over.
is there a strength requirement for that?
That's a good
Which
question.
I'm guessing will be on the item.
It would be on the item. Yeah. Battle axe has a strength requirement. Maybe it
There's a
doesn't.
strength
No,
requirement of 17.
Doubt it.
God.
I don't appear
What are
to
these
have
curved painted swords?
added one. Battle axe 11 is the strength requirement.
Okay.
And-
Yeah, so I do have enough strength to at least use it.
Okay. All right. So you heft this battle axe, and suddenly this encounter is maybe looking a little less terrible.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I think run basically right back because it said 10 to here, so 10 to get
Yep.
back,
Yep. All right.
and then take a swing at the.
So it is your action to loot.
Oh, okay. Well, he's back. He has an axe. He's
All right. Went and grabbed an axe. Came back. Grayson.
You know what? I
That
assume
that is incidentally your axe.
yeah.
You're not entirely sure why you know that. That's your axe. Would you like to take that from him? And Oswin, are you just gonna let him take it?
Can I borrow that real quick?
You have no idea who this guy is.
So I think like picking up the axe, Oswin will like pick it up and immediately be like, well, this isn't. Yeah, I was like, this doesn't feel comfortable to him.
Okay.
And his Grayson, I'm guessing, is a lot beefier looking.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly less emaciated at best.
Yeah. I think Oswin, he's practical. He's like, hey, you got big, strong arms. Swing heavy object.
All right.
I would say as much as I can get away with describing physically, because I know we're in like a more not hollowed, but like more emaciated state, probably. Like he's definitely like bigger and filled with like noticeable scars. So like if that helps you say like, that guy probably knows his way around an axe.
All right, so you just grab it out of his hands.
Yeah.
More so than I do.
I have no idea how to move an item from one character sheet to another.
Can you not do the drag over thing?
Maybe.
Like we were doing in Pathfinder? If not, I can always just search Battle Axe and add it to my stuff, I'm sure.
Well, I added a copy to your sheet, and I'm now just going to delete the one from Oswin's sheet.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Now you have a battle axe.
Piracy, a victimless crime.
Yep.
Make sure that that's equipped, I guess. It probably is.
It is now.
Cool. So it's a shield. That's practical.
Yeah, the shield is the equip icon. Yeah. So if you hover over the weapon icon, it'll turn into a little D20, and you can attack with that.
Okay. Yeah. So I will grab the axe and go for the torch wielder guy, like here in front of me.
Okay.
And just kind of go in as one quick smooth action as I can.
All right.
It just gives me the battle axe thing. It doesn't roll for me. 10.
I
Probably
think
doesn't
10 hits. Yeah, 10 hits. Are you wielding it two-handed? And if so, you can press the versatile button for two-handed damage.
I will do it two-handed. Sure.
All right.
Okie dokie.
You roll d10s as well as I do.
I didn't have a good grip on that second hand. I just kind of tried to get in there real quick.
Yeah.
I was on like the pommel for some weird reason, and I was just like, hey. It's
all right.
tight in here.
Anything else you wanted to do?
It would probably be another action to like try and push him away. So I will stay. I'll just stay put.
Okay. So both of the enemies near you have opportunity attacked. They're kind of focused on Oswin right now, so you could move away freely if you wanted, and leave him to his fate.
I will shuffle around this way and then partake of. No, I can't partake because I already
an action
attacked.
to loot.
Yep. So then I will just swivel around.
All right. So we're back up top with Ceramorris and Weigard. Who doing what?
That's not what I meant to do.
I'm gonna come
That's
up
the
here
button.
Okay.
and loot this thing.
Alrighty.
Well, that's not mine.
That's not mine. Weigard looted one Cleric Sacred Chime.
Run around looking for weapons. You found a fucking bell.
What the fuck's an S-stock? I don't know her, but she's mine now.
Then I'm gonna keep running up.
All right.
Oh, that put me somewhere.
Did it? Oh, so that made a copy of you on the. So there's a clone for the upstairs.
Okay, I was just trying to get. It says I was trying to get like underneath the overhang, so like I couldn't be shot at.
There is no underneath.
There is no underneath.
Nope.
Oh, cool. So can I pick it this like this spot? Kind of like beside it, so they don't have any clear line of sight on me?
Sure.
Sure.
You can always drop prone. Give him disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
All right. Anything else for Weigard or Ceramorris?
I'm done.
Totally wielding this incorrectly, but yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. It is bad guys, and this feral hollow definitely gonna follow Weigard. And it is just swinging. And I get to do this again. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
For 6.
Okay.
And a 5.
No.
So his turn ends and he is incapacitated.
Cool.
That's what I expected to happen with that enemy. And I just fucking murked a guy.
That's like Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So the other Feral Hollow has finally recovered from his very successful but failed salvo and starts swinging at Oswin again. 16 to hit.
Yep.
For 6 damage. Jesus.
Still alive and bloodied now.
Not
Not looking great.
Keep in mind what bloodied does. I don't know what your bloodied ability is.
Additional reaction per round.
It's kind of cool.
+2 dexterity.
Okay.
So
that'll
my armor
increase your
class just
AC.
went up.
Yep. All right. That's a 5 to hit.
That misses.
So his turn ends and he is incapacitated.
I'm getting so upset.
But now this Torch Hollow is going to try and attack you with him Torch. 14 to hit.
Misses.
All right. And then this one didn't like Grayson's axe and is thusly going to attack Grayson. 22 to hit.
I think that
was a 19 on the die. No, yeah, 19 on the die. 5 fire damage. And the longbow hollows are gonna fire at Grayson, Oswin, and Ceramorris, respectively. So Grayson, 7 to hit. Oswin, 5 to hit. Oh my god. And Ceramorris, 6. What the fuck are these rolls? Alrighty.
Clear across
Mike,
the room. They can
Mike,
barely
how you
see
doing?
me.
Why do they have a -2 and a +2 to their roll?
Because they're proficient, but they have 6 dex. It is Oswin and Grayson's turn.
Not very proficient then.
Oswin, Grayson.
You're
a little surrounded there, Oswin. And you
Yeah.
no longer have a weapon. Punch it.
I was kind of thinking, can I add sneak attack to punches?
I don't know how your sneak attack feature works. Let's see. The attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. Unarmed is
Okay.
neither of those. Well.
I have a finesse weapon. That's interesting.
It's almost like you looted Oswin's S-Stock.
Almost.
I'm trying to think. Cause I can at least disengage from these guys, and then at least get out of the immediate attack circle.
Sure.
Where and the archer guys were these
They're
guys over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
camping out up there, shooting at people.
Yeah.
Campers.
Could I like come down here, like duck behind the table?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I think Oswin's gonna move down here, maybe look at Ceramorris and be like that thing.
Eyeing the S-Stock.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, maybe if you moved over there, he might give it to you.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could run down there and like hand out like sword, stabby. Well,
You gonna hand it over?
Oh, I'm gripping onto this. This is mine.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right, Grayson, what are you doing over there with your battle axe?
I'm gonna go up to the same guy and just try and take him down.
Alrighty.
See if it rolls this time. And I am going in two-handed, so do I want to do attack then versatile or just versatile?
You want to do attack. That'll roll your attack roll. And then if you hit, then you roll either damage or versatile, depending on how you're wheeling. 11 hits.
Okay. 7 this time.
7. Alrighty. So you chop his head off. Let's see if he's still standing.
Oh, one of those.
Zombies.
Bullshit.
Constitution saving throw.
What the hell are hit points?
Yeah, shut up. That's a failure. That was
Okay.
DC 12, because you did 7 damage, so he dies. The first bad guy casualty.
Woohoo!
Anything else, Grayson?
I'm just gonna turn around and mean mug this motherfucker.
All right.
And if I can, just give him like
he's
the home
like
run point.
breathing heavy, trying to recover from what is very clearly the most exercise he's gotten in decades. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay put where I'm at for now.
Alrighty. So we're back up top to Ceramorris and Weigard.
Hello. Another sword.
That's actually a dagger.
Oh, it's a dagger. Even better.
Another shield. I can't equip 2 of those, can I?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
so that
crap.
I mean, if Captain America can do it in Infinity War, then so can you.
Right. Alright.
It gave me an error. More than 1 shield equipped. AC calculation may be incorrect.
Oh, that's funny. But did your AC go up?
Nope.
Oh.
It did say it'd be incorrect.
Well then. Alright.
Well, I have 2 weapons now, so I'm just gonna like hold out the sword, not sword.
Okay.
You know, back
The
to
the
you,
mail
Oswin,
breaker?
like
The mail breaker or the S-Doc?
the S-Doc.
Okay. Alright.
I don't know how to use either of these, and he wanted that one, so.
Alright. And Weigard, you moving anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over here.
Alright, that would provoke. But he's incapacitated.
He's incapacitated.
That said, it's his turn now. You have moved farther than he can move, so he's going for Grayson. He ain't dumb. I mean, he is dumb, but he knows how to murder people. 17 to hit.
Help.
6 damage.
Oh, okay.
Still up.
I just want my sword, damn it.
I am up still, yeah.
Critical miss. Turns over. That is the 4th Feral Hollow attack turn in a row that hit once and then missed. Starting to think that what happened to Loren was a statistical anomaly.
Dice are out to get me.
But this Feral Hollow is about to go ape shit on Oswin and Ceramorris. We're gonna start with incidentally, I'm just gonna put this in chat so you can see how this is worded. All right. So it is gonna start with let's flip a coin. Oswin. 15 to hit.
That misses
Ooh.
because of the bloodied feature.
Wow.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. All right, let's go Torch Hollow. Bring it home.
Oh,
Bring it home. 16 to hit.
that's the AC. Low damage.
Who
Nope.
fired? Still up?
Still alive.
I
Two
hate it
hit
a lot. Weigard, you have annoyed the archers with your brazenness.
Oh, you're about to.
And
be a
they're just funk. And I feel like it would be a mistake if I didn't give them advantage for like shooting a fish in a barrel. Because that's really what they're doing.
I think it's a mistake if you do. I mean,
Well, that's what you
because
think.
I mean they don't have
Critical hit.
I'm just gonna fucking die.
Welcome to the club.
Guess I'll die.
Oh, so this didn't do Dark Souls style crit. So I need to remember not to click the critical damage. But I'll keep that for now. But that is 9.
Oh, you'll
piercing.
keep that for now, and I just take the left one and double it.
Why is the left one? Oh my god, it's a 1.
You know how many hit points I have right now?
Is it 1?
It's 9.
Oh.
Until I take that 9 damage and I die.
All right.
I don't even get my bloodied feature.
All right. You take 2. But the other 2 attack you with advantage. A 9 to hit?
No.
And a 4 to hit. Holy shit.
No. So I'm currently bloodied, so my AC is 18.
Dear God. That's their turn.
Only because I have 2 shields equipped.
That's the whole bad guy turn. Oswin, it's your turn.
I'm running like this, and the shield's over
One of the arrows goes through a knot hole in a shield, bounces off your skull.
Yeah, I'll turn and stab the one next to Ceramorris.
All right. The fell hollow.
Yeah, I don't have the S-Stock in there.
Oh, right. Yeah, I gotta...
Right. That's still that. It's
Drag S-Stock over.
it's my mistake.
and
Really
then
sorry about that.
S-Stock. All right. So you've got it on your sheet now.
Yep.
I'll equip it.
So
Delete
it should...
that item. I can't delete that item.
Let's see what
Oh, well.
happens.
You can't delete it because I already deleted it.
Great. Not showing up yet. I'm sure it will.
If you close your sheet
Love
and
to
reopen
debate
it.
it for you, but I can't.
Would you like to spend 1 position to deal plus 1d3 damage on your next attack? It's a thing you can do with your S-Stock.
Not. If I had more than 2 hit position points right now.
Oops.
That's a 24. That'll hit.
Nice.
It's pretty hard to miss these guys.
Yeah, and
pretty hard.
then
And then just click damage. Damn!
and then I
Yeah.
also get sneak attack on that if that is beneficial.
That increases the DC for his undead fortitude. So his DC is 19. And he saves. So you stab him right in the throat. And you're like, this is a death blow. This kills people. Shit, he's already dead.
Oh.
Undead don't die when they are killed.
Yep. Alright. Anything else? Do you want to move anywhere?
Now, because if I move, I'll get attacked from the other guy, so...
Alright. Grayson.
I'm trying to read up on how my Cinder Wrath works.
Okay.
It's basically rage, yes.
Basically rage. But it gives you weird damage resistances.
Also, essentially, is what my bloodied effect is. Is that correct? Or am I
There
reading it wrong?
is a bit of overlap between your bloody ability and Cinder Wrath. No, you're
No,
you're a
I
fencer.
copied the wrong
No.
thing.
Yeah, because you're a fencer. So
Yeah.
if you scroll down to passive abilities, I did add Bloodied Fencer to your sheet. But the Brute's Bloodied ability does do much the same as Cinder Wrath, but you're not a Brute, you're a Fencer. So there's no overlap there. Yeah, so Cinder Wrath gives you extra damage on your melee weapon attacks, not just strength-based melee weapon attacks, as Barbarian Rage does. It does give you advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and then you have resistance to force, acid, poison, and necrotic damage, which doesn't sound amazing, but I believe those damage types are going to be a bit more common in Dark Souls. So would you like to use a Cinder Wrath?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. So if you click on it, you should get
And
a little pop-up.
I am bloodied, so I have one additional reaction on my turn. That's a different thing, though, correct?
One additional reaction per round, because the way it was worded in the book is stupid. But yeah, you get 2 reactions per round while bloodied.
Okay. But reactions, remind me, are just kind of attack of opportunities, right? They're not
Yep.
like actual things I can do. Yeah, okay.
Right. That kind of thing.
Okay, so you said you wanted me to click... To do what now?
If you click on the D20 next to Cinder Wrath, it'll pop up a little screen, confirm usage, and that'll actually deduct one of your limited uses for you. and
Cool.
paste the entire fucking thing in chat.
Oh boy.
So that does give you extra damage on your melee attacks equal to your proficiency bonus.
All right. So then I will have another swing at this boy in front of me.
All right. I did not actually code that to give you a wrath effect, so you're going to have to just mentally add 2 damage.
Okay. I think I can live with that.
Blue stream.
Oh,
We're
no.
back. We're back now.
Great.
That was... Fuck. Hi.
There we are. Okay.
He made his undead fortitude save. All right. Anything else, Grayson?
No.
Alrighty.
I'm just big angry now that this guy's not dying. He's not dying.
He's not dying.
No, I know. I'm experiencing the same frustration as Oswin. Things that die aren't dying.
Yeah. So we're back up top with Ceramorris and Weigard, who somehow are not dead yet.
Ah!
I haven't even been. Never mind. I don't want to.
So
It's not a challenge.
this loot is different than the others in that it has quantity 2.
Yes.
Do I just get them both?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's asking me what quantity I want.
Oh, I did not know that it would do that. Interesting. Yeah, you get them both. You got Weigard's Sellsword Twin Blades.
I got Weigard's Sellsword Twin Blades.
Oh.
Wow. Hey, we got 100 bits
I
from
am
Good
gonna
Birth for me.
Step
Thanks.
away from the
Great.
archers.
All right.
That's it for me. I'm done.
Alrighty. Ceramorris. What you
I'm
doing?
gonna do a stab.
I haven't even noticed that all the weapons have said specifically whose they are.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah, 15's
15?
gonna hit.
How do I roll the damage for this?
Click the damage button.
There. Oh, that damage button. Great.
5.
Boom.
Alright, let's make an undead
Maximum
fortitude.
damage.
Wow. Let's make an undead fortitude save. Critical failure.
I'm amazing.
So it's just there's a sword through his throat and you just put a dagger through the eye.
Oh yeah, fully screaming the entire time.
Just ah!
Just like oh.
All right.
Well,
and the corpse just collapses on you. You know, all that messy,
And
messy
then
messiness.
yeah, I'm gonna run. Ooh, why did that happen?
What?
My camera keeps panning up to here.
Oh, so yeah, there's a clone token up there. I don't know why the module changed, but basically anytime the clone token is created to show that, like, hey, you're in this lower area here, anytime that token is created, it drags your view like, hey, I made a token for you. It's
Oh
like,
my god, it's doing it every time I move.
oh god, really?
Yes.
That's awful.
I'm gonna. Yep, every single time. I'm gonna end my turn
Yeah.
there.
God. Okay, I need to wait. Where even is the thing? Wait, where's the?
I made it
Move,
this
and I
for
can
you.
tell you, it is right here.
No, yeah, I see your token. I'm trying to figure out where the clone is and why it's so overzealous.
Ian, you got.
Is that my token?
You
I got
got
what?
cheers from Good Birth. I'm just gonna add it
Yeah.
in here for you.
Yeah, no, I called that out. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know if people saw. I think Moses gave cheers for everybody early on with channel points.
Oh yeah, look at that. Take 20. Cheer for everybody, except
Thanks,
me.
Moosely.
Oh,
I added mine. I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, that was
saw
an
it.
hour ago. Also, we got a follow from Aorta Wester.
even
Thanks.
me.
Hey.
Even
Thanks.
more.
So that's it for Ceramorris and Weigard. which means it's the bad guys.
Bad guys.
I'm sure you guys are excited about that.
Super excited.
This
Thrilled.
guy's got an axe in his neck, and he's still swinging. He's still swinging wild. I don't think an 11 hits. Fuck, that's his turn. I hate that for me. We got a torch hollow, and I'm gonna cheer it.
Oh.
Oh no.
18?
Yeah, that hits.
I think he has a positive modifier for damage. I think that's gonna be you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Oswin is
And
dead.
I'm not alone.
Woo! Let's get a you died on Matt.
Just one more of us. Great.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then these guys are going to start volleying at Weigard. Again. 17 hits.
Miss.
Excuse
I'm
me?
bloodied. I have +3 to AC.
What the actual fuck?
I'm the brute.
Wait, what is your AC right now?
So I have 2 shields at +1 each.
Okay.
Plus the 3 from my bloodied puts me at 18.
Okay. All right. You want to play that? You want to play that way? I'm going to use my crit.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That feels spiteful, DM.
That
Yep.
does feel a little spiteful. But whatever. I mean,
4 damage.
I take 2 because I reduce damage by 2.
Jordan, I'm going to stab you.
You tried.
Grayson,
Does
it's
it-
your turn. I need to pee.
If you stab him, would it clear his 37 AC?
It's only 18, okay?
Don't say it out loud. He'll
You're about to
hear
get
you.
blasted by a fireball.
About to, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to use one of these lovely cheers bows that we got so many of. Which I don't think I can do shift-click on here, so I'll just roll twice. Whatever.
It should ask you. I know at least when I rolled something, it asked me
Advantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah, okay. 21.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that hits. So
Yeah, I think you're hitting with like
Yeah.
11, so.
Yeah. And then that'll be 9. So I'll wait for him to roll the Undead Fortitude. When he's done peeing.
Pee in, hurry up.
You know what's
He loves that name.
you know what's not complicated and difficult and just a painful struggle? Following and subscribing to this channel or checking out the merch store on Spreadshirt to buy wonderful gear like
God, I haven't
t-shirts.
plugged the merch
bandanas.
store in so long.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my god.
Fucking
There's a
shill.
lot of
Let's
great
get this-
stuff out there. Things with like the Gilded Troll logo, character art, whatever.
I think it's a failure.
Merch.
DC was 14. So that's it for
You
the
just got
last-
another cheer, Ian,
Oh,
to
thanks.
murder me with.
Thanks, Super CT. All right. Anything else, Grayson? You kind of just parked yourself near those items and you just been swinging.
Well, because you said it's an action to do either one, and I just wanted to kind of
That's
moida.
true. Yeah, I did say that.
10,
Why is it an
15.
action, not an item interaction?
Because it's not just, hey, look, there's an item, pick it up. You're rooting through a body.
Right, okay, yeah.
Or rather, you're rooting through, like, piles of body and rubble? Refuse?
Yeah. Okay.
I see what Nate's talking about because I clicked on my token, and as I was like dragging it around to calculate, I could see a copied square that was also moving in a mirrored increment.
Yeah, So, yeah, this map is very three-dimensional. There are 4 altitudes, so I had to use a lot of multi-level tokens for the stairs. For there's a place where you can just hop off. Incidentally, that place is right here. So there are there are holes, there are archways between pillars that you could just hop down to a lower level.
So is this the floor below then?
Yeah, that is the floor below.
Okay. I for some reason I read it as like the wall of the building in front of us. I apologize. Okay, good enough.
Yeah, I meant to elucidate that before we got into the fight and didn't. But if Grayson is done, then we're up to
yes.
Ceramorris and Weigard. Yeah, this whole like you guys share a turn thing is a little weird. Like no one ever wants to jump in and go first.
I'm going.
All right.
What's this? Oh, a sorcerer's staff. That's useful for me, a cleric. But I have these things.
I mean, someone's got a bell.
I has a bell. So what was is this like stairs up to whatever platform they're on?
Yes. Yeah, so if you actually step onto this square, it'll teleport you to the upper level where they're standing. And then these are actually cloned tokens from the upstairs.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to put one of the shields away.
Okay.
Which one though? This one.
Right.
And I'm gonna pull out my sword.
Okay. So now you only have 17 AC.
So now I only have 17 AC. Correct.
You're boned now.
That's gonna be the end of you. So it's at this point that I feel like I should remind people that you can spend position to gain move speed at a rate of 1 position per 5 feet.
25.
I mean, that's like 5 feet up. So, like, best case scenario, like, that's like the upper half of stairs. So,
Okay,
like,
so I'd
best
be like
case scenario.
here.
Yeah, that's 25 on a good day.
I'm gonna be done there, and
All right.
I'm gonna yell out that I got a bell if somebody wants it.
Do Ceramorris.
All right.
That's my turn. I'm done.
All righty. Bad guys. All right. This torch boy, just kind of looking around at the dead people, and it just swings a torch at Grayson. Okay. 22 to hit.
I'm bloodied, so I have a 15 AC now.
Uh-huh. 6 fire damage. Are you resistant to that in your Cinder Wrath?
I was just about to pull that back up. I had copied everything to a Google document because scrolling around the book is painful.
You have
Force
resistance
fire,
to
no?
force,
Poison,
acid,
and
poison, and necrotic. Just all, like, just 3 of us at the same time. So yeah, you take 6 fire damage.
I'm dead.
You are dead. Well then.
Fiddle farts.
So.
I was just getting ready to start attacking too.
Yeah, well, too bad. So as Grayson succumbs to his wounds, Weigard and Ceramorris, you find that there is something pulling on... It feels like something is tugging your heart from the inside down through your crotch. And it just feels like tearing. And the pain is so severe that you black out. And when you come to, you are all in the middle of the room. All the enemies that you vanquished, all the enemies you didn't, are back where you found them. But the items you've collected, you still have. God, can you imagine if I made you recollect those items?
Yeah, but then we start figuring out where each item is, and
I thought about that for about 2 seconds, and then decided that that was a horrible idea.
My thought was that we were going to wake up somewhere else, and any item we hadn't picked up, bye-bye.
Oh, God.
We just didn't get them.
Let's see. Weigard's shield, Ceramorris' mace. Oh, that one I forgot to delete. That's Loren's Mailbreaker, but yeah, it's just two items you missed.
Which one was my shield?
Do we need to roll for
this
hollowing at this point?
We do need to roll for hollowing at this point, so I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Does anyone happen to know what page hollowing is on?
How do I?
Do. I actually have it up.
How do I roll a saving throw?
Page 80.
Click on wisdom and then saving throw.
Yeah, click on the word wisdom.
Gotcha.
And you said we are not allowed to use cheer spells on this, correct?
Oh, you absolutely can. It's a saving
Oh,
throw.
okay.
On the saving throw, you can. On the D20 roll, if you fail, you cannot.
I'll
Right.
cheer that.
All right. 6 will fail.
Fucking
24 will
horse
succeed.
Great.
Did you get the page? It's page 86.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
Okay.
Loren fails.
Oh.
Oswin barely fails. And Weigard succeeds. So Grayson, Loren, and Oswin, I need you all to roll a d20 and see what your hollowing effect is. And I'm gonna just go ahead and give Mike luck for being such a good sport about being dead for the last hour.
Yay! That's I can roll twice and choose one, or
So after you see the result of the die, but before you know whether it succeeds or fails, you can re-roll any die d20 or smaller.
got it. But I kind of know what a 12 means, so
Yeah.
okay. Where's the hollowing table?
Page 86 of the book. So Grayson, you're 8. You thought this death would be your final demise. You braced yourself for this conclusion to your being, but instead you found yourself returned. You make your next skill check or combat roll at disadvantage. So that is gonna be initiative, I guess. So Loren, I think you re-rolled your 12 to a 6.
Yep.
So death has cleansed you of some of the frailties of human life. You are immune to poison and to the poisoned effect.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
is permanent.
Yup.
Sick.
Wow.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm happy
and
to have
then Oswin, any joy or laughter you used to retain is entirely gone. Reduce your charisma score by 1. Womp.
So they got permanent effects. I just get disadvantage on my next roll.
Yeah, which is right now. Everyone roll initiative, because as you all come to, incidentally, restore your hit points. You're going to have to re-roll your position. All of that nonsense. And then, Grayson's rolling with disadvantage.
Yes, I will. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled better than last time by 1.
It's 1d8 plus my con mod plus a 1.
No, just... wait, your base position is just 8 plus con mod plus 1. But when you roll it, it's just the d8.
Oh, okay. Is there a way to type it with disadvantage?
Initiative?
You would
you're
roll
rolling
initiative with
What am I
disadvantage.
fucking
Yeah,
doing? Ignore me.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Sorry. There we go.
All right. I think Grayson's the only one who didn't switch ends of the spectrum. So.
No, I'm so
Oh
top.
my god, you guys are doing terrible on temp position. Yikes. Alrighty.
We're disoriented.
So Ceramorris, you were fine, and you're not entirely sure why you're hurting, or why everything is sadness. You are face down, with your head and shoulders on the bench, and your pelvis and legs on the table. Just upside down and backwards.
The fuck?
It's just not pleasant. Weigard and Loren, it's your turn. Someone's holding a staff.
My staff. Has anybody seen my staff? I need my staff. Give, please.
Take it. I don't want this. I have so many things that are useless.
Alright.
How does that get added?
I
You're
am
doing
dragging it
some
to your
witchcraft?
sheet.
Cool.
Alright, you now have a staff, and let me just delete it from Ceramorris. I think that's the third thing Ceramorris has handed off.
Yeah.
Alright. Weigard and Loren, what you doing?
I'm gonna cast a spell, but I gotta.
Oh
figure out
boy!
what my spells do. Okay,
Hopefully kill.
None of them cost position. Good. Okay.
Incidentally, this is the guy who killed you.
Yeah, he's.
In case you were curious.
Well, I'm curious. All right. How do I cast spell?
So if you hover over the icon, it'll turn into a d20.
Aha.
And then you just need to uncheck consume spell slot because you don't have those.
Okay. You have no available first level spell slots.
Yeah. But it will
Okay.
consume available usage for you.
Yep. So I will cast Homing Soul Mass
All right.
at that Feral Hollow.
All righty.
I will throw all 3 at him.
Oh boy.
Uh,
If you click on the damage button that just showed up in chat.
Yep.
Should roll it.
How do I make sure it rolls all 3?
It will. I have
Okay.
programmed it to roll all 3 darts.
Got it. And I would have to do something special to make it split up.
Yeah, there's no way to do that. I
It's gonna happen
tried.
at some point.
I tried to make it. Actually, I could make it do that. I think I could actually add multiple damage in. Oh no, I did add multiple damage entries. Yeah, so it is actually 3 1d4 plus 1s. So if you click on the dice expression, it'll expand it. And it'll show you like the d4s, but then it doesn't show you like the totals per d4. It's really annoying, but it's 10 damage, which is enough to kill him. But he does
Hell
get
yeah.
a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like that.
He fails. He's dead.
Fucking right.
Just homing soul mass just causes these beads to appear in an arc above you, and then they just launch of their own volition once you've created them, and they hit him in the head, chest, and groin, knocking him down, and he don't get back up. Anything else?
Yep. How do I just drag my token to move?
Yep. If you'd like to measure, you can hold control while you drag.
Aha, look at that.
And then in order to execute, you'll hit spacebar. The reason it's not left click is because left click will create a waypoint.
Oh, so I don't have to drag the whole way. Just control click puts me into that ruler
You
mode.
do have to hold control the whole time. But if you
Okay.
click, you can create waypoints so that you can get around corners and shit.
Got it. Okay, and then I will cast Soul Arrow at the Torch Hollow.
Alrighty. Yay, bonus action spells.
Yay, bonus
I
action
was
spells.
I was reviewing character sheets earlier and realized very quickly that wait, does that not have an attack roll?
It doesn't mention an attack roll.
Oh my god.
The higher level ones do, but not that one.
Alrighty. Alright.
D6 plus, okay.
If you click damage, it'll just roll it for you.
And then you can just increase the damage.
Would you like to spend position to increase damage? With the understanding
have-
that
I don't have position.
you've got 9.
That's not enough. I've already discovered this.
Yeah, but you can almost guarantee a kill.
Also, the more damage, the harder it is for him to make the save.
Yeah.
How much would you like to spend?
Doesn't mention a limit, so I could go all the way.
You can spend 8 and just add 16 damage.
I could do that. Yeah, I'll spend 1 position. Let's
Alright.
bump that to 9.
All right. Well, good thing you did because his HP is 8.
Nailed it.
So it's DC 14. He fails. And on the very first turn of combat, 2 enemies. I tried to say enemies and then decided, no, I want to call them bad guys. And my mouth did not like that. First turn of combat, 2 enemies are dead. Anything else, Loren?
That is me done.
All right, Weigard.
That's what happens when I don't die on the first turn.
Yeah, Weigard, would you like to follow that?
No, but I'm gonna have to, aren't I? So I'm gonna slam the chime down on the table
Okay.
because I don't need it.
All right.
And then, I'm gonna come back up here. This worked for me last time.
I'm just gonna preemptively put the chime on Ceramorris' sheet.
Thanks.
Just gonna do that.
Actually, I'm not using my. What would this be if I started here?
That was
I could
25.
stop there. So I could stop there, pick up this item, and then continue moving.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
This is.
Hey, you found your shield.
I found my
Now you have
shield.
3. Dear God.
I'm not using my shield, but okay. My
Alright.
shield has better AC.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who
Thank
started
God.
with a 2 AC shield.
Thank
No,
God.
I think Grayson gets a 2 AC shield as well. I don't think Grayson
Okay.
has it though.
That's gonna be my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
I have not found my shield yet.
Someone did. It was the first thing that got picked up. I just don't remember.
I have
Oh.
3 shields, so it's probably with me.
Nope,
There should be
Ceramorris
a-
has it.
There should be some scotch tape on the back and the inside of it. It's got my name on it. You can find out.
Alrighty. It is now the bad guys' turn. And Torch Hollow is gonna go for a temporarily embarrassed Ceramorris. Just try and light your robes on fire. 11, I don't think is gonna hit.
That misses, yeah.
Alrighty. So we've got a Feral Hollow, who unfortunately does not have enough speed, so he's just gonna follow Weigard, just kind of run after you. And that's his turn. But then we have 3 archers who are ever so slightly upset that you exist, let alone that you're in their space. So they're gonna shoot at you. 9,
You,
19.
me, I assume.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
19 hits,
And a 3.
misses.
So that's 5 piercing damage. Why couldn't I roll like that when I crit? All right, 5 piercing damage for Weigard. Ceramorris, it's your turn. Well, Ceramorris, Oswin, and Grayson at the same time.
Well, I'm gonna take my chimes. Thanks.
Yeah, just scoop that off the
Yep.
table.
Thank you. Ugh, I
Yep.
can't use that spell.
Oh. Oh, is it
Stupid little-
unfriendly?
It is, yeah, not a
Yeah.
friendly spell, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Take
There's-
my little dagger that I don't
There's
really.
3 archers up here that like to
Yeah.
try and make me a pincushion.
That's nice. I'm pinned down myself and am squishy. So yeah, I'll stab the guy next to me or try.
All right.
That's a critical failure.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
So it didn't? Oh, okay, I'm surprised. I'm clinging to this shield. It's mine for right now. Sorry, babes.
All right. Oswin.
Yeah. I think he'll step up and try to stab this guy. Try to get the
Sneak attack.
killing.
Maybe hit something that's actually important.
Yeah. And normal.
You can spend position to increase the.
You can spend position to increase the result of an attack roll. How much would you like to spend?
If any at all.
If you would like to spend any at all.
I know a 12's hit him, but I have a feeling it's lower than that.
I'll tell you that 11 hit him.
Yeah, you know, why not? I'll burn up 4 position to increase the
Alright.
attack up to 11 because I know that hits, even though
Yep.
it's probably lower.
Probably.
Yeah,
Hey, we gotta
But-
take 20 from Ginger for Bay.
I want to make sure not
Thanks,
to miss.
Alright,
So,
so that will hit with an 11.
Ooh, thanks,
That-
Ginger.
and then I was
And
looking, so
sneak
I can do.
attack.
And my armor lets me do 1.
Oh yeah,
I
your
think
armor gives
whenever
you an
I s-
additional sneak attack die.
Yeah, it says when I have advantage, it does an additional d6. but also if
Ah.
you have sneak attack, it does an additional 1d6. So I don't know if
Yeah.
Okay,
that
so-
works. So your sneak attack is just 2d6 starting at level 1. Oh my fuck. He's dead. I can't make that save. That's a DC 25 con save. Can't make it. He's dead. Nicely done.
You got a take 20 from Ginger. I already added it for you.
Oh my god.
nice.
Bayless,
Thank you.
Jordan, Matt, Mike, Nathan. Take 20s from Ginger. Y'all can choose what you want.
Thank
I'm
you.
taking some
Thanks,
cheers. I
Ginger.
think.
That's a fuckload of
20s.
channel points.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
20's
right?
Nice. I'm gonna take some cheers. Thanks, buddy.
It'd take 20 to not die. Well, we can use take 20s on the wisdom save for dying, right?
Oh yeah,
you
you
can do
We
that.
could.
Take
I'm
20.
like, I'm real tempted to take that 20.
I'm gonna change that back. I think.
That's a really good point, man.
Those are DC 18 whiz saves that you all kind of suck at. I think the highest mod I saw was +3. No,
Or thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ceramorris has to have a +4.
Yeah. And then I
Um,
think
alright.
I can use the rest of my move to run over there.
All right, and Grayson, it is also your turn.
I apologize, Dungeon Master, but I want to make sure that I understand this correctly.
Certainly.
So I rolled our initiative. That's just our initiative.
Yep.
And then I rolled my position, which is just a D8.
Correct.
Got a 7. That gets added to my hit points, correctly?
Yes,
Okay.
but you will want to. I'm just gonna add it to your sheet. You'll want to put that 7 into the field at the bottom right of your hit points, the plus max field.
Okay.
That way you can keep track. So 21. Holy shit! 21 is your maximum hit points right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go below half of that, you are bloodied.
Right. Okay.
When the combat ends, your max HP goes back to 14.
Mm-hmm.
Is 14 the
But
right
it's-
value for you? You're
Um.
a fencer, so it should be 9 plus con mod. So 12. You should have 12.
I should have 12.
Yeah, 12 is your normal max.
All right, and that should be a 7 plus 12. That should be a 19.
19. Yep.
Why did it still want to make it a 14? Be a 12, god damn you. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, apologies.
All right.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I understood.
Yeah,
how
it's a
this-
weird system. Understandable not to understand it. You know,
Well, and you're giving yourself temp HP at the beginning of each combat, so it
Right,
feels
but
like you're
but
not
it's-
supposed to.
Yeah, but it's like actual HP. It's not temp HP. Although I have yet
Right.
to find a single source of temp HP in this module at all. So anyway, it is your turn. You may
okay.
do things.
So you said earlier that there were 2 untouched items. I only see this one.
There is only one. Weigard just picked one up.
Okay, got it.
That is the only remaining untouched item.
Well,
I picked
there's
up Mind Shield.
Which is
there's
rude.
no meat bags near me. 1,
There's a
2,
meat bag here.
4, 5. Ooh. Do want. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go running in and fuck it. We're gonna go Cinderwrath because
Okay.
I wanna hack some shit up.
So feel free not to click on it and use use of it, because when you died, everyone got all their shit back. So you would have went back to 2 out of 2, and now using it, you go to 1 out of 2 again.
Okay, good to know.
I'm assuming
thought-
there's a long rest button somewhere on.
There
Found
is. It's by the hit. Where was it? I saw it before.
Oh, it's under
It's
your
under
hit
your
dice.
hit
By the hit
dice.
dice.
Yep.
Despite
S
having
rest and
died, I
L
feel
rest.
I love
Stress and
stress.
the rest.
I love rests.
stressed.
Yes.
All right, Grayson.
Despite having died, I feel surprisingly refreshed.
Right.
You
Do a
got
heck
better.
and attack. I got better.
Yeah, roll it.
Oh no.
Would you like to spend position increasing that?
Yeah, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, but I need an 11. That's a lot.
You need
Yeah,
at
somebody-
most an 11.
Did somebody hit on a 9 before?
Not that I remember.
I
I
don't
think s-
remember.
So it's
I was dead, so I don't know.
so
I
it's,
know a 10 for sure hit earlier.
you do.
I'm like 90% certain.
What
These
is it?
are also
What is it?
like emaciated,
I was gonna
shambling,
say, I also don't want to be too meta, but I think I know what their
practically
D&D equivalent is.
naked.
Yeah,
What is
I
it?
mean, based on numbers that I've seen, I can probably guess their AC.
What is it? 2 position for 1?
One position per plus.
Ooh, okay, that's much less painful. And yeah, I'll take myself down to a 13, and I'll spend 6 to bump that up to an 11. Because
Okay.
I know an 11 hits.
Okay.
I will be fair.
That's reasonable. And if that's a two-handed attack, you can click on Versatile for some damage.
I could probably get away with a 9 or a 10, but I don't remember rolling those numbers, so I will go with what I remember.
All right, and you are in Cinder Wrath, so that's going to be a 6 damage.
6.
All right. Still standing. Pissed off. And also, you may have hacked its non-sword arm off.
I wanted the other one, but okay.
Well, he's left-handed.
Well,
And
now he can't. Now he can't swing vertically.
All right.
He can't sword left-handed.
Anything else, Grayson?
No, sir.
All right, we're back up to Weigard and Loren. Who wants to go first?
I shall shoot that feral hollow with 1/3 homing soul mass.
Alrighty.
Right away, doing the thing you said it can't do.
I mean, it can. Like, it rolls
Yeah, I know.
dice.
And I'll throw the other 2 at that first.
The one that's exactly 70 feet away.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So first die at the feral, the other 2 at the archer. Ooh, you rolled big. All right, so that's 5 on this guy, and 8 on this guy. So I need to roll con saves for both.
Oh shit! I killed them
DC.
both. Hell yeah!
DC 10 for the feral. Makes it.
Crap butts.
And then DC 13 for longbow.
Double crap butts.
Oof. So they're both at 1. Both at 1 hit point.
Okay, I will shoot a soul arrow at the second archer.
Okay. And that's a 120-foot range.
Yeah.
And you are just comfortably staying in the fucking corner.
Yep.
I was like, I was gonna tell you that a 7 doesn't hit, and then that's damage.
I will spend
so
one position
he-
to boost that to 9.
Okay. So he's gonna make a con save versus dead. DC 14.
Triple crap butts.
You have reduced 3 enemies to 1 hit point. The interesting thing is, and this has yet to come up, hollows don't function quite like zombies. The more you beat on them, the harder they find it to stay upright. The DC for the Undead Fortitude increases by 5 each time they roll it.
I wish I'd known that.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, so that you couldn't metagame it. Weigard, you're a little surrounded on the stairs. Oh,
Can I duck behind this table?
just
I'm gonna swing at the guy that's right there next to me.
okay.
So how does one? Oh, the dice. Duh.
Oh God, you have your twin blades.
Attack.
Choppa
Attack.
choppa.
Normally, I'm gonna spend 2 position to get it up to 9.
Okay, that hits.
I think it's lower than that, but I wasn't trying to be too super metagamey about it.
I mean, you've been shot like 9 times by them, so I feel like you got a pretty good gauge.
Yeah, that was the archers. Who's to say
Yeah.
the feral has got the same? That's a fucking
fair.
11.
Good night.
Dear
Wait.
God, so this is DC 21 con save. Nope.
And then I'm gonna. move
You
up.
may now, if you so choose, spend 3 position to make an additional attack as part of the same action.
Oh, I so choose.
Oh my god.
13 to hit
13 will hit.
for 9 points
Alright,
of
it's
damage.
gonna be DC 19. Makes it.
Ah,
Fuck you.
quadruple crap butts.
Rude.
He's now at plus 10 to his DCs. And here's the crazy part. I don't know. Are you wielding both of your twin blades?
No.
Okay. Because here's the crazy part. They are D8 finesse light weapons. You can dual wield them. You can 2-weapon fighting because they're light
twin
weapons.
blades.
Yeah, no, I know, but like they're light weapons. They're D8
The
light
kit
weapons.
comes with twin blades and a shield.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to be defensive.
So actually, starting with Dark Souls 2, the Mercenary does come with there's an item equipped in your right hand called Sellsword Twin Blades, and an item in your left hand called Wooden Shield. And if you so there's a way in Dark Souls to dual wield your right hand weapon. If you do that with twin blades instead of or not dual wield, to two hand your right hand weapon with twin blades instead of two handing it, you just pull out a second twin blade.
Power stance.
Power stance requires that your stats be 150% of the requirement.
Well, never mind then.
But yeah, same thing. Yeah, so that's why you have two twin blades and a shield. All right. So that's Weigard and Loren. Bad guys. So this longbow hollow is just gonna punch you in the face.
He's gonna try.
He's gonna try. Hilariously higher attack mod with his fist.
Oh my god.
13 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, I think so. The other two, however, are going to shoot at you with their useless bows. I believe you have cover because there's a dude in the way.
I mean, a crit's gonna hit, yeah.
6 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage.
Wait, were you bloodied?
Yeah.
Oh! And then the last attack's an 11.
Bloodied himself
misses.
by burning position for an attack. That's tactics.
Yeah? Ceramorris, it is your turn. And Oswin and Grayson. So, just move your tokens. Like, you don't have to announce, everything. I trust you guys not to cheat, so on and so forth.
Why would you trust me with that?
I have my chimes.
You have your chime!
I'm gonna heal Grayson.
Okay. As he runs away.
Too bad I touched you before you could do it, bitch.
Hey, spy!
So how much do you heal?
It's 5 position for every 1 position that.
Oh,
I
you're just
take for
using the
myself.
chime.
Yeah,
Okay. You're not using the heal spell.
not yet.
Okay. All right.
So I get 5, you said?
Ye.
Thanks, boo boo.
I don't know you. You stay up longer, they won't hit me.
That's what she said?
All right. Grayson, you're looting.
Yeah,
All right. Go ahead and
found
loot.
I found a Haiti maze.
A hitty mace. And
That
Sarah
looks like
Morris's mace.
It's not mine.
The tradesies.
Also, I just realized Weigard's still
My
on this
shield.
lower map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you
Nice.
managed that.
I
have my
ran
shield,
through the
don't you?
stairs and never stopped on them.
Ah. Well,
You
But
do
you
have
press
my
the
shield.
trigger.
You
There
have my
go.
shield, don't you, Nathan?
I do.
There we go.
Okay.
I do love tradesies.
But I have
Yeah.
ended my turn in the door.
You absolutely may have.
No.
And
Well, see-
as you
So I see this,
do
but
so,
you had the bad guy's turn already. So I don't know if you want to do that because you already. I'll do it if you want me to.
I would like you.
But I
to
know
have
you
done it.
you already took because I didn't see that as an option before.
Yeah. So as you step into that room, you hear moaning from your right and the tensioning of a bowstring from your
Cool.
left as you piss off some more enemies.
Cool.
Oh, no.
So I'm just going to add a 2 to these guys because it is important that they are a separate group. They're a separate encounter.
They're a separate encounter. Lovely.
Yeah.
job,
Chain of
Jordan.
fights. Good job, Jordan. So yeah, they'll go on the next turn. I'll be vaguely merciful.
They have to stand up and stuff first, right?
Yeah, they got to pull themselves out of the rubble that they were in. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll run up and stab this guy.
Yep.
Don't
Swear to
be.
God, if this guy doesn't die, yeah, that's gonna be a DC.
Well, that's to hit.
Oh right. Yeah.
Just a sec, it's gonna get worse.
That's it. That's it. Oh god.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's a DC 31.
I can make that.
I think you can make it. All right.
Low crit on it.
Anything else for Ceramorris, Oswin, or Grayson?
That's it.
Alrighty.
Do you want to come closer to me so you can get your mace? Or...
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you already
Okay.
moved. All right. Weigard. They have fully collected themselves from the rubble, and they have fully tensioned their bowstrings, and you're right in the line of fire. And there's
I'm
a
gonna
dude
use,
behind you, just in the doorway.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to
Mm-hmm.
drink a charge of my Estus Flask,
Okay.
which heals half of base position, so that puts
Yep.
me out of bloodied.
Yep, that'll heal you 7.
Yeah.
7, damn.
Yep.
Yeah. He's a brute.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run over here.
He's a brute.
I'm gonna make an attack.
Yep.
23 to hit
23 will hit, yeah.
for 8 points of damage.
That'll trigger a con save. 19, he saves.
I'm gonna spend 3 position, putting me back into bloodied.
For
to
plus
increase
3
my
AC.
And make another attack. Critical
Oh,
fail.
No.
Oh no.
Done?
Done.
Alright, Loren, what you got?
You'll never guess. Another homing soul mass.
Alright, where are you aiming them?
Send 1 at the front one and
Yep.
2 at the back one.
Alrighty.
Come on, big money.
That's not big. That is in fact very small. So that is gonna be a DC 13 for the first guy.
We love a patronizing DM in this house.
Alright. He's now at plus 10 to his DCs, and the other guy takes 4 damage. Wah.
Fucking throw a soul arrow at the back one.
Okay.
Just blow through all my resources.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that'll at least put him down, hopefully.
Yep. That'll make him make a save. Hey, he dies.
Yeah, I did it.
Woo!
Ready.
Proud of you.
And then go back to hiding.
Alrighty. Bad guys.
Bad guy.
And I can't see what's going on in that room with Weigard, but oh boy. Sounds like a fun time.
Oh boy. So we got a pair of feral hollows.
Oh
Cool.
no.
And they just pull out their broken straight swords and start fucking swinging.
Playing air drums.
21
They
to
start
hit.
fucking
Yeah, that
while
hits.
playing air drums.
Oh.
7 damage.
5 damage. Still up.
15 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, so his turn's over. The other one. 20 to hit.
Hits.
3 damage.
I'm still up.
5 to hit.
Misses.
And the archers. The longbow hollows. From the other side of the room. From the top of the ropes. 13 to hit.
Misses.
I'm gonna cheer the last one. Fuck.
Misses.
Damn. You got too much AC.
I'll have
I
to see
have
it.
1 hit point left.
You should probably run out of
Oh, all right. Ceramorris, Oswin, and Grayson.
Yeah, I will move first so that I can get to Ceramorris and give them their gear back.
Okay.
Tradesies, thanks. And I'll give you your shield at the same time.
Okay.
There's a fucking column there. There's a column.
Go
Get out
around.
of my way. Thank you. Alright,
so
yeah,
giving him
no
the
traces.
shield, giving him the mace. Let's delete these. Alright. Now, I think the only thing that people are holding that's wrong is Ceramorris has Loren's Mailbreaker, and Weigard has 3 shields.
They're not helping though.
Where did
The shield
where did
master.
Weigard go?
Upstairs
This is-
and through a door.
Yeah, there's a door like at the top of the stairs here-ish.
I think I just went through it, but I
No, if you step here, it'll teleport you to the top level.
oh, it tried teleporting me. There
There it is.
Ooh. Anyway, goodness, that was confusing and annoying. So Weigard, where are you?
You can't see him. He's in the next room.
Funny. Oh God, it's doing. Let's get to you. Cool. So I'm gonna bonus action heal and then spend another position to give another 5.
Okay. Damn. Big heals.
So 4, you
Yeah.
get 9 back.
I believe the heal spell is D8
Oh,
plus spellcasting modifier.
Okay, you get 11.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
No longer bloodied.
True.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll stab this guy outside.
Yeah.
Now protect me.
I forgot to attack with that guy. The last bad guy turn.
Dice have been rolled.
Man.
Bad.
At least you didn't go 3 rounds of not having your boss attack.
Did I do
Okay.
that?
But I did.
Oh.
I did when I ran that one shot.
Oh God.
You
All right,
messaged
so
me on
that's-
Discord. You're like, "Hey, you haven't done anything with your boss, dude."
That's DC 25. I'm gonna roll it anyway. He's dead. So as that hollow dies, you all feel a power fill your veins. And it's at this moment that you realize that your hearts aren't beating. And that this power is the first heartbeat that you felt since you woke up here. You feel it pulsing through you. And everybody gains... Oh god, I didn't open the spreadsheet. What is wrong with me?
Oh no.
Please load, Mr. Spreadsheet. You are 7 kilobytes. Please load.
Too big.
It's not the 7 kilobytes it's struggling with. It's Excel it's struggling with. Not entirely sure why, but...
Well, there's your problem.
I mean, I'm using LibreOffice Calc, but...
Well, there's your problem.
LibreOffice is great.
I mean, I'm just being a shit, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
It doesn't want to open, which is great. I might transplant this into a Google Sheet just so I don't have to run into this problem ever again. But I believe it's 80 souls that you each gain. So, how do you track your souls? Well, here's the cool thing. If you go to the inventory tab of your character sheet, there's a bunch of currency fields. Just put it in platinum. Just put it in platinum.
Souls are made of
Okay.
platinum. Confirmed.
Souls are made
canon.
of platinum.
Boom.
And then if you ever find a corpse that you can loot to gain souls or anything like that, I'll just put it in the platinum field on the loot sheet and you just steal it. And by a corpse that you can loot, I mean your bloodstain.
Right, sure.
You know, for when you die.
When?
When?
Uh-huh.
Did we not leave one last time? But I guess we didn't have anything in them.
You didn't have any souls, so I didn't bother with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You still leave a bloodstain.
Yeah, but I didn't bother with it.
That's the spirit.
Oswin! Anything else for Oswin? Anything else for Grayson?
Yeah, Oswin would probably step into the room.
All right. Why is my Cheerspiration spreadsheet all fucked? What the hell? I just realized that it's all kinds of fucked
Saw.
Oh.
on stream. What the hell?
Looks lined up to me.
There's no crits. It's like misaligned. That's weird. Why are you the way that you are?
Am I allowed to spin position to move more?
Yes. So you can spend 1 position to actually increase your speed for the turn by 5 feet. So if you were to use your action to dash, you can double the efficacy of that position spend.
But I've already moved, so I can't continue to dash into them. Can
You absolutely can.
I? Okay.
Yeah. Action is just like 5e.
Yep.
Take your action to dash.
Up. Hold on. Stand on the sweet spot, and there it is.
Gotta stand on the sweet spot. Oh, cool. Everyone's on... no, I lied. I was like, everyone's on the same map. No, Loren's in a corner.
Can I...
I'm sniping.
Excuse me,
I'm
Oswin.
sniping nothing from there anymore.
Can I squeeze past? Excuse me. Thank you.
All right. But yeah, so if you decide to dash on this turn, every 1 point of position gets you 10 feet of movement.
Okay. Good to know. Then I will burn a position to get right into this guy's face.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right.
Move that extra 10 feetles.
All right.
Take myself down to 17.
It is now Loren and Weigard's turn.
I'm a dash.
Alrighty. Would you like to spend some position to make that a bigger dash?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna hit the guy that I already downed once.
Okay. Hey, you stepped
Like,
on the
you wanna be
magic
right here to
square.
hit the thingy.
my
Okay.
vision is all sorts of... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I...
You are right here.
Yep.
Thanks for the super zoom.
You're welcome. Can you what, Mike?
Like, can I see that hollow? But I guess if I can see him, I can see
If
him,
you
right?
can see the token, you can see him.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Soul Arrow at it.
Alrighty. So Weigard, you're attacking this guy.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 16 to hit. Will hit 9 damage. He has not.
He has.
He has. Yes. I didn't mark him with it because I needed to mark the groups, and I'm using altitude for both. But now there's only one group remaining. All right. So this is going to be DC 19. I got a 19.
I'm gonna hit him again. I'm gonna use
Alright.
3 position, hit him again.
Woo! Spicy. $16's gonna hit again. For 11 damage, that's gonna be DC 26. He can't make that. He did. Alright, Loren.
6 damage with a Soul Arrow.
You gonna spend position to bump it?
Has he taken damage yet?
Nope.
Then yes, that would be a good idea to do that.
How much?
Just 1 for +2.
Alright, that triggers a save. DC 13.
Yeah.
Makes
Damn it.
And that guy is currently incapacitated because he missed me.
Yep.
Come in.
That's accurate. Just fucking run away.
Yeah. It's like there's people over there now, and I was told to protect the guy that healed me. So why not?
It is bad guy turn. I really wish he had a way to attack Weigard. Like, just run after you.
Actually, can I spend 1 position to move another 5 feet before?
Yeah, sure.
I haven't measured anything, but this is gonna put me into
Does that make you bloody?
That makes me bloody.
Which gives you +3 AC.
And reduces damage by 2.
Oh my god. So it just pays for itself immediately.
Yeah.
So this guy's just gonna start laying into Grayson. Let's see what happens. Hit. 4 damage. Second attack.
Oh no.
2 damage.
Okay.
Third attack. 15?
That is my AC.
Yes! 3 damage.
Okay.
Fourth attack.
bloodied
no.
Yet? Are you bloodied yet?
Yep.
Bloodied
no,
gives you
no.
plus dex.
I'm not yet. I'm only at 8 of 12. See
So
what
that's
this
your
does.
base position, but your max position right now is base
Okay,
plus
then
your
yes.
temporary max. Okay.
Then yes.
So that plus 2 dex is going to increase your AC.
To a 16.
Would you have been bloodied before the 3 damage from the 15 hit? What are you at? You're at
11 of 19. No.
No. Okay. All right. So let me roll damage for the 4th one. Another 3. And then his 5th attack. Critical miss.
That one misses, yeah.
Yikes.
I am so happy with the design of this enemy. I'm
not.
so happy. And these longbow hollows are going to fearlessly fire at the guy charging at him.
Yes.
And miss horribly. Ceramorris, it is your turn.
How do I... Oh. This does not count.
What?
Because I cast a heal spell earlier, but I didn't actually click it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to cast this to make sure that actually counts
Okay.
towards my uses.
Yep.
I am still going to do another one, though,
Okay.
for Grayson.
For the eviscerated Grayson.
Yeah, that was not cute. For 8.
Damn!
Ooh, thank you.
I'm going to... What's my position at? Yeah, screw it. I'll do another one. I'll use another one of mine position to increase yours by another 5 in addition
Alrighty.
to that.
Thank you.
Alright.
Then I'm gonna get in the middle of everything.
Yo, clerics are awesome.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Alright, Oswin and Grayson, whose turn it already was, but you know.
Yeah, I can just run in, stab that guy, and since there's someone right here.
Yeah, 15's gonna hit. And I think you're probably gonna kill him with your fucking 2d6 sneak attack.
Oh, definitely.
So that's a DC 23. He has to crit to save. Nope.
Okay, great.
Alright. Grayson, you just get absolutely fucking hammered, and while you're recoiling, Oswin just comes in and stabs him in the eyeball. Just get down. Okay.
You gotta stab him in the eyes.
I can stab with this. Thank you. Everybody's down at the other end of the hall.
Yep. And if they could aim for shit, they would be scary all the way over there. Uh-huh.
That would be if I burned a possession.
And dash.
That would be if I burned 2.
Yeah.
But then I can't action if I dash.
I mean,
Right.
Dash is an action.
Yeah. Well, that's poopies. I don't like that. So I'll move here.
You can always dodge.
I could B for bodge.
You're measuring from like in front of you instead of
I'm
on
I'm
you, and
aware.
I'm not entirely sure how you managed it.
I'm aware. I will B for budge.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Yeah, because you can start clicking anywhere.
Yeah, you can control click from anywhere.
Oh, I hate that. All right, Oswin. Anything else?
I'll probably move a little bit closer.
All right. Alrighty. Weigard and Loren.
This
What's
dynamic lighting is throwing me for a fucking loop.
Why?
Like,
You see slivers of bad guys.
Oswin moved from darkness across into my vision and into more darkness.
Yeah, I've got like a circle of darkness and a wedge right here that I'm standing in the middle of. And this is just solid black. I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's because there's no light here.
I'm assuming there's like a torch somewhere over in this general area that I can kind
Yeah.
of see pulsing.
Yeah, it's just hanging from the wall.
Could I have brought
There's
that
usually
with
like
me?
a little dot where I put a light source. I don't know why there isn't.
I got weird, crazy shadows coming off of what I assume are parapets.
Yeah, they're like tiny little windows. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Could I have brought the torch with me, or is it pretty securely fastened?
Oh yeah, it's bolted to the fucking wall.
Okay, that's fine.
All I can see.
Woo!
I'm a bodge.
All right.
I'm a bull arrow.
Okay.
Or no, soul mass. That's the one.
Okay. Where are you shooting them?
I'll do all 3 on the bottom one.
All right. Roll a bunch of ones again. Oh.
I rolled A1. Does that count?
Sure. So that's gonna be DC 16. Fails it.
Yeah.
Beefed it. You gonna bonus action soul arrow?
May as fucking well.
No, it's bonus action.
Right.
Wait, which one's bonus action?
Bonus
Is it
action
soul
soul
arrow?
arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you have fewer bonus actions than action. All right, that's good.
What?
You have fewer casts of your bonus action spell.
I see.
Only a 4. You gonna beef it?
That kind of hurts if I do. That does bloody me. It makes me stronger. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll beat
Do
it
it.
for +4 damage.
Alrighty. So that'll trigger a DC 13 save. He makes it.
Crap butts.
Yeah, but I mean, you increased his
Language.
DC, you increased his DC and you reduced his HP by 7. So I mean,
And then I'll
It's a
hide.
Christian Minecraft server. Please watch your mouth, Michael.
No.
bad guys. He's going to do the last thing that he ever did, which is fire an arrow at Weigard. That should have been
With
with disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah. So
No
12.
miss.
Yeah.
But with advantage, it still misses.
Yeah. All right. Someone want to finish him off? Can anyone?
It's a long ways away. That'd be what, 6 position to get there?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anyone?
I cannot.
All right. Well, should we just skip to Weigard, who's probably gonna kill him?
I'll do it. What? Okay, that's and then 1, 2, 3. Fuck you.
Oh, you're at 18 out of 12. You're fine.
Yeah. Fuck this fucking motherfucker. I want to cleave him in twain from knave to chops.
Okay.
No miss.
Gordon?
I think that hits.
Would you like to spend position to increase your attack roll?
Uh-huh. I'll bump that up to a 9 because I saw that work once on TV.
Okay. All right. 9 hits.
Cool. Fucking motherfucker.
Okay. 6 damage. So that's gonna be a DC 16 save. Kills it. Anything
Can
else?
I do that
from-
running jump?
Yeah, just running jump right in the middle of his head.
Yeah,
And he's just like, anything else for Ceramorris or Oswin? Weigard, would you like to finish him?
But I would very much like to finish him.
Okay.
Oh my.
That'll hit. DC 20.
Don't you dare. Good.
What a way to end the fight.
They know.
And after 5 rounds and 1 turn, some quiet, some calm, some smells. Smells like death and feces and just vaguely furry, like wet dog. It's just not a pleasant scent.
How much of those smells are us?
Sure.
Oh.
But for once it's calm. For once you're armed. And for once you feel power flowing through your veins again. And there's something fuck you at my network drive, and it's not letting me open this goddamn spreadsheet. I can't even copy the file to a local drive and then open it. That errors. I don't know.
Help.
Amber, help.
But now is time to take a break. We're about halfway through our runtime.
Yeah.
So let's take a break as you settle down. You become calm from this harrowing experience. And when we get back, maybe you can talk to one another for the first time in your unlives. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back! We're playing Dark Souls! That's the game we're playing.
We didn't die this time.
Always.
You didn't die this time. So I actually anticipated that it would take you 3 deaths to collect enough items to fight back effectively. So you exceeded expectations significantly.
I mean, the first death, everybody just bum rushed all the items. So
Couldn't find my shit.
Yeah.
I wanted my shit.
Yeah, I mean, you got like 8 items the first try. So I was able to get my spreadsheet open. So you all gain an additional 60 souls as the power of those that you have just slain fill your body. They enter you.
Ooh.
oh my.
Yes,
Please
thank
do.
you. And it is stench-filled. It is dank, but it is quiet. As you stand in this walkway overlooking the rest of this tavern. There are also stairs in this walkway that continue upwards into what may be the sunlight that streams through the hole in the ceiling. Maybe.
I think initially after killing the things that were actively attacking us, I'm gonna raise my sword up to the person standing next to me, because I don't know.
I don't sword. Thank you, though. Also, I don't mean to say this rudely, but you smell.
Just look around this death and decay.
Don't take it personal. Just simply looking out.
Ceramorris, you notice something very weird about the conversations happening around you. You see their mouths moving, and you hear a voice, but it's all your voice.
What?
Oh.
No one else notices any of this.
Whack.
You just see them, like, wide-eyed staring at everyone, especially as you speak.
I do want to go up to Ceramorris and thank you for for healing and for giving me my things. Thank you. You were very beneficial.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is this your first fight? I'll try to inch my hands towards like putting my hands on their shoulder. Like, is this your first time?
No.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
No, I've been in. Yeah, healing comes with people fighting. You sound weird.
Well, I died, so I probably have like a scratch in my throat, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's all of you. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh.
You
Well,
sound
we all
great, but it's still
Yep.
weird.
we all died, so a lot of scratches and a lot of throats.
Did we die?
But
Are we dead? I don't
I
feel
died.
dead.
I mean, I think we died. What, a minute ago?
Yeah.
Was that a minute ago?
It was about a minute ago at this point.
You all died.
Right. We all died and then got back up.
Yeah, I watched them die. You watched them.
Yeah. Okay.
How dead do we look?
Slightly. So the enemies that you just fought are basically just beef jerky.
Mhm.
They're just jerked human. But you look fairly freshly dead. Maybe a little sunken under the eyes. Maybe your cheeks are a little sallow. Mostly still the skin color that you had in life. It hasn't turned gray yet. You don't sound like a 50-pack-a-day smoker. Sorry,
Grayson's gonna
a
like
50-pack day year? Medicine's got a weird terminology. It's like, how many packs a day did you smoke times how many years did you do that? It's like 50 pack day years.
Oh my god.
That's how medicine measures this shit. Sorry, that's how insurance measures this shit. Anyway.
Well, I definitely died. I woke up and was immediately beset upon by little more than a rabid animal.
Yeah, you very quickly died. We need to make sure that doesn't happen again.
No, like before we got here, I don't remember getting here.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
that's
before either.
interesting. I don't.
How did we get here? Also, who are you? Oh.
If I try to like remember my name or my face, do I?
Your name comes to you. Your face is
Okay.
a little fuzzy.
It's because you haven't shaved in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Grayson kind of like tightens his grip on his axe and wants to like experiment with what happens when somebody dies and like eyes Weigard for a second and just goes, no.
Just kind of like toss the axe and hold it in a little bit more aggressive a stance.
Mm-hmm.
Like just choke up on the grip.
Yeah, like just I was swinging in battle, but now I've like got the second to like really get that good baseball grip on it. I'm just like,
speaking
later.
of gear and grips, I feel like I should rearrange people's inventories so everyone has their correct starting gear. Is everyone cool?
Oh
if
yeah,
I
you
just...
got
Sure.
hit.
That's
You got hit a lot. Here, take this. It'll probably help you from getting hit so much.
Everyone cool if I move things around?
absolutely.
All right, so
I don't.
let's get...
As much as I would
think-
love 3 shields, it's not going to be beneficial to me.
Hey, it's my shield.
I would love
Um,
a shield at all, but I
Yeah.
can't.
All right, so move the Mailbreaker to Loren. Weigard's got 3 frickin' shields. I want to say the leather shield is Loren.
Yes.
Oh no, does it not tell you in the thing?
Not in
anymore?
here, no. The actors that were lootables, I named those after who owned it,
Oh, okay.
so that when you opened it, you would know whose shit you're looting. And then the
Then-
target shield should be Oswin's.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move that there, and the wooden shield, Weigard, that is yours.
That is mine. Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have gear they shouldn't?
No.
Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So it was just the 3 items I needed to move: 2 shields and a Mailbreaker that I can't really see Loren using very often.
Probably not.
On that note,
Like my
Grayson.
stick does more damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. On that note, Grayson, you are a kind of a weird build in that you are a fencer warrior. Fencer giving you high dexterity, but warrior starting you with a battle axe, which is not finesse.
Mm.
And the Mailbreaker happens to be a finesse weapon. but it's a dagger.
Good.
Just
I'll take that. I'll take the L on that one for a little bit.
all right.
I think seeing that Oswin like look at his S stock and be like, this does more. I can work with the dagger, and would offer try to keep the most power going around, because basically thinking about it, like Oswin's basically like, I can get to the weak points and deal more damage with that dagger than, well, it's roughly the same for me. It would offer up the S-Stock to Grayson if he wanted it.
So you're doing like a 3-person trade because the dagger is Loren's.
Yeah. Loren, would you like a battle axe?
Would I? No.
So Oswin, the trade you're offering is that you give your S-Stock to Grayson, and then you take Loren's dagger as a replacement.
If everybody's up for that.
And then, Loren, you're fine with not having a melee weapon?
I have a melee weapon.
You got
It's a
stick.
Okay.
That said, I am amenable to this trade.
Okay,
In
so I would...
In exchange, I ask you protect me.
I can do that. You are very squishy.
Oh, yeah,
Quick question. I'm sure we all have lots, but what does he sound like to you?
I don't understand the question.
Yes. So that one with staff, what do they sound like to you?
Kind of a small, frail boy.
So not similar to me at all.
Made out of
no?
cupcakes and pancakes and...
Do they sound similar to me?
No.
What about him?
No.
Does he
No.
sound similar to me at all? No?
Did you hit your
Curious.
head in that fight?
No, I don't think so. Great. Hi, I'm Ceramorris. I don't know how I got here. Thank you for protecting me from those things. That's all for now.
Thank you for handing me my staff. I could not have done anything without it.
You're quite handy with that.
Thank you. I had a lot of training with it.
It's almost impressive.
I see what you did there. Yeah. It's really good.
Well, I mean, you have to weigh that with him doing literally nothing the first time. I mean, it balances out.
So every
Give it a
other
chance.
sentence that anyone speaks is punctuated by this just wet thwack. Like a big butcher knife hitting meat. And you hear that from down on the lower level of this tavern.
Oh, yeah.
That Grayson, by the way, I guess apparently a figment of your imagination, Ceramorris. I'm still itching, but do we want to deal with the wet slaps?
Oh, you can hear those.
That is
Yeah.
a strange way to phrase that.
The wet slap.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, everything's fine. I'm
Okay.
thrilled you can hear them.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm positive.
Incidentally, anyone who has current hit points position above your base position, you can reduce that down to your base position, and then also everyone clear out your temporary maximum. That goes away after combat.
I can't open my character sheet anymore.
What the fuck?
I had a problem with that. I had to reload Foundry.
Yeah, I just had that too. I think it had something to do with the fact that like I deleted the mailbreaker from your sheet. I had to do it 3 times, and I think Foundry didn't like that. But I refreshed and it was fine.
I'll just refresh then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an Astor's now.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that you didn't have one on your sheet, and I'm not sure why. You should have the whole time.
No worries. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, everyone should have an Estus flask with 3 charges.
Yeah.
Gonna move
Oswin,
towards the door.
Oswin's gonna go over the dead
Hello.
bodies now, and like kind of poke at one.
So
like
I forgot to mention you're looking around and they're just gone.
no.
There's no trace of them.
What about the other ones? The ones that weren't running around and killing us just now? The piles of corpses.
Piles of corpses still there.
That's bizarre.
I mean, there's refuse. There's rubble, dirt, roots probably. Like, it looks like the ground fell into here. So there's a decent amount of like shit to look around if you wanted to root through it.
Yeah. They look like. So I know you're saying the torches are like bolted onto the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any like? It seems like anywhere where a torch could be pried off, or any laying around, or anything, or maybe even like a stick or something.
Someone with proficiency in fiddly kinds of tools might be able to unbolt a torch.
Fiddly kind of tools.
I got I'm good with thieves' tools, but that seems.
You
possibly
might need tools though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't own.
No.
Let's go rooting through shit and see if we can't find more equipment.
Yeah, it worked out real well a minute ago, so yeah.
Alright. So just turning over piles of refuse, pushing corpses out of the way.
Dodge rolling through crates.
Right.
Smashing barrels.
So I will ask everyone to roll investigation.
Dodge roll through a couple of crates.
Made that joke already.
That's true.
Did you though?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. I wasn't listening to you.
That's normal. I assume that's always the case.
All right. So 3 successes, so we'll just offer you 3 bits of info. So Ceramorris, I'm just going to go in order. Ceramorris, you're the first to realize that what has fallen into this room that you deduce based on rotted wood, chunks of stone, and, corpses it's a graveyard that fell into this room.
That explains all the bodies.
Yeah. Oswin, you're the first to find probably the most intact chunk of stone. It must have been cushioned by all the dirt that fell before it. And it reads Loren.
Oswald looks over at Loren and goes, do we even know each other's names?
Do you?
told
Have
you
any of
all
you
mine.
Yeah.
I said hi, I'm Ceramorris.
I did too. Loren,
You said
Loren,
I
have
am
you?
Ceramorris?
I did.
No. Bayless. He said I did
Yes.
too.
Yes.
You did too, right.
Loren, have you introduced yourself yet?
I don't recall if I have, but I am Loren of Astora.
I think I may have, unless someone else has the same name. It will kind of like step back from the stone and like motion towards it, like what the actual this is weird.
And Weigard, you're the one who notices that at first glance this looks like a headstone, but when you really look at it, it's actually a chunk of a throne. Maybe a headstone made to look like a throne. It's definitely big enough to sit on based on what you can see.
I would like to examine my headstone throne thing.
Okay.
Your head throne.
What are you looking for specifically?
I just want to figure out the fuck.
Okay.
Roll for the fuck.
Yeah, give me a the fuck roll.
All right.
Are you proficient in the fuck?
No, I didn't pick that skill. Damn it.
There's not much to glean, other than the edges are worn. So it's clearly existed for a while, and it's a roughly person-sized throne type thing, but the motifs are very headstone.
Roughly how long does it seem like it's been not here, but in the
Exposed to
graveyard?
the elements?
Yeah.
Hundreds of years. It is only by the grace of the words having been carved very deep that they are readable at all. And you get the sense that maybe it said of Astora underneath. There's this vague sort of rubbing, but they didn't carve that as deep.
Yeah. Does anybody know what year it is? Do
No one
I know
knows.
what year it is?
No one knows.
I would probably say the last year I remember it being. Whether or not that's true, I don't.
I don't remember what years are.
Okay.
I don't know what my own face looks like.
Anyone else? I'm letting you
No.
decide if you remember.
I don't even know what years in the context of Dark Souls are. So
Time is
Yeah, I don't know as far as
Loren.
context is, but
Yeah.
I would give some sort of answer as to a number that I maybe the last year I remember being alive. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
not even that. Something that's probably hundreds of years ago, but I wouldn't know that.
I gotta write this down.
I was gonna say, someone put the math filter over Ethan's face right now.
Moose help.
The earliest thing that I can remember is what I can only assume is my cause of death. Something exploded. I don't know when that was. Or what, even.
So, without having to go into like what the actual numbers are, Weigard spouts a year number, the last number he can remember. Does anyone else have, does anyone else have a year that they can remember? No? Up to you? No?
I've got a good idea of what my memory state is, so and
Okay. Sure. Okay. So Weigard's got a year, and it just doesn't mean anything to anybody. Okay.
Good. Great. Fantastic. Love this.
Do we deal with the meat splats now or later?
I wanted
Stop
to.
referring to it like that.
I wanted to. I wanted to as safely as I could kind of walk to where I can maybe. Is this like is this a ledge here that I could look over?
Yeah. So
Or just a flat
you,
wall?
yeah. So if you just walk off of that walkway that you're on, it'll teleport you to the second level map, and then it'll be a little bit clearer.
Okay. I didn't want to move shit while you were in the middle.
Yeah, you're good. You can actually go anywhere down here, and that'll teleport.
There
you.
it goes. I had to move off of it. Okay.
Yep. And Oswin managed to just fucking avoid it entirely. Good job, Oswin. Just let me go diagonally between the gap that teleports me.
You gotta dodge the trigger.
Fucking.
Yeah, well, I would guess that like while they're looking at tombstones, I kind of wandered up to see what kind of view I could get of the meat splats without actually seeing.
Yeah, so
hopefully not catching the attention of anything.
yeah, I mean it's not difficult. So it's actually there. So as you sort of carefully look over the balcony, you can see that about 15 feet down, there is a 8-foot tall humanoid figure wearing a burlap sack over its head with slits cut for eye holes, with a 6-foot cleaver and this table is made out of like 6x12s, just these thick fucking planks, and it has to be because this 6-foot cleaver is coming down and chopping something to bits that you just kind of get the sensation might have once been human. And there's a dog laying on the floor, patiently waiting.
For like scraps or just a command or what?
Scraps. It's staring at this meat.
And is the meat that he's chopping the same sort of desiccated beef jerky as all the corpses around us?
Some of it. Some of it's pretty bloody.
Ooh, I don't like
Should have taken animal handling.
Yeah. Kind of want that dog.
I will show you the art of these creatures. Bleep, bleep.
Oh.
That's the butcher. In the butcher's left hand is a honing steel.
Okay, that's a lot better than a hook.
Yeah. And then here's the dog.
Oh, the fucking teleporting dogs. No.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's, got exposed bones and whatnot.
What breed is that?
So does my dog. That's an Italian Greyhound.
They're fast.
Yeah. That's what they look like.
I used to love dogs. I think. That's disturbing.
I don't think this one's going to love you.
Probably
If those creatures that attacked us are any indication.
You have a very jovial confusion to you.
Do you
Kind
think
of appreciate it.
us? That'd be nice.
So just a reminder that on the north and west ends of this room, there are just these archways that then just drop off. And I know Ceramorris got close to one, Loren got close to another. You can just see that like they drop down to another walkway below. And then over on the south end of the room are stairs that from where you're at you can see go down to the same level that the butcher is on.
The walkway to the north, that's a lower level?
The walkway, yeah, up here, that's a lower level.
Is that the same level as the butcher, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How far below does it look?
15 feet.
From our vantage point, do we see any way out from the lower level? Like there's no doors, like over here. There's no doors or anything.
Nope. So one thing that kind of annoys me about this map is that in here, they just put wall on the map. But even from where you're standing, you can see that those are open hollows. And in here is a cooking pot with a fire under it. And then in here is strips of meat, either waiting to be cooked or already having been cooked. It's not super clear because like the raw meat looks like jerky.
Everything else was already hostile.
Yeah. That big guy's kind of scary.
It's probably safe to assume they're not going to like us either.
Do I get
Yum.
my cursor to show to point this stuff?
Hold X.
X.
You-
There it is.
yeah.
Okay.
You need to make
Are
sure
these-
that your cursor isn't in chat, or you'll just type a bunch of X's, though.
Are these torches affixed to this column?
They are.
Shoot. Man,
You said
figure
that
out-
the openings are somewhere around here-ish.
Literally, like the entire wall. Like anywhere
that.
you can see through is an opening.
Okay, cool.
Were there any doors at the upper level?
There was a doorway that led to what you presumed was sunlight.
Okay. Do we want to go that way away from the big scary man? I don't like him. And away from him seems like the good option.
Sunlight sounds nice.
Counter argument. We can't die.
At least.
And
not
I don't know
for
about you
early.
guys, but the last time that we killed a bunch of things, I felt really good about it.
I did also feel power.
I mean, we don't know what else is down there. There could be things worth the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of items around here. There could be more items. There could be more corpses to steal stuff from.
I
Sit
mean,
in power.
Sunlight used to make me feel alive.
Are you sure?
I think I'd like to experiment with that again.
Being alive?
Well, the sun, to feel something. I don't know if I can. I'd like to see. I know I can feel pain. If I could feel other nicer feelings, that would be nice.
Mm.
But I'm very much a follower, not a leader, so.
I think I've been hit in the face enough for now.
I'm damaged. I'm gonna drink from my Estus flask.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're missing exactly half of your base position, so
Yep.
perfect time to do it.
See you on maybe the roof. Wee.
I don't know what's going to happen if you press healing.
Oh, I just raised my hit points manually.
Yeah. Well, so I do know that healing would just, like, put something in chat. I'm just not entirely sure what.
Well, I'll click and see what happens.
It might actually put 4.
Huh.
Yep. 8 divided by 2.
That's amazing.
I programmed it right.
Good job.
Attributes.hp.max/2.
Nice. Does it round down or up?
Don't know. Does anyone have an odd number?
I do.
You want to try it?
Sure. It's under just the Estus flask, right?
Yep. And then you can just uncheck consume.
Yeah.
Yep.
5.5. What is round?
Well.
Now we know.
Great.
That's cute. But this
Cool.
is D&D, so you do round down.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious what Foundry would do with it. That makes me very happy. I am also very glad that it didn't say 5.500000000001, because that's a
Those
JavaScript
are-
thing to do.
Floats are hard.
Yeah.
Technically round up
What?
to that 0-1.
Does
yeah.
anybody have any light source? Because this is dark.
Where's the light? Where's the door?
So there's stairs here, and the door. So this map handles stairs kind of weird. It just it doesn't. It just does the stair symbol like at the bottom or the top. It doesn't do it like the whole way, which is kind of weird. But like this entire line is stairs. The ground level is about 100 feet above where you started, so 85 feet up from this hallway.
I can't progress beyond.
Yes,
this
no,
point.
there's a wall that I put a wall there. Stop it.
No.
Nice.
So you guys are heading up the stairs?
Can I borrow your axe?
Me?
You have the axe, do you
I'm
not?
I'm still out here.
Oh, well.
I was gonna look over the railing to see if anything was below. Once I noticed that everybody was leaving, I just wanted to
Okay.
see if anybody was waiting like directly down here.
Let me see what I can do with your... I don't... The sight lines here are incomprehensible to me. Like, I don't understand why they're behaving the way they are.
Mm.
I'm very confused. Oh, because there's no light down there. That's why.
Okay then.
Yeah, there's no light down in that hallway, so whatever you can see is what you can see.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to try and shine a light down.
No, I'll just angry grumble and join everybody else.
Okay. Alright.
Can I borrow your axe?
Give it back when you're done.
Okay. So as you head up this sort of... It's
No,
about...
I was going to try and remove a torch from the wall
Oh,
with the axe.
that's smart.
You break it, you buy it.
Yeah, you may...
You didn't say that before I used it.
True.
Are you just swinging at a metal wall sconce, or are you using the axe as like a lever to snap it off?
I'm just swinging at a metal wall sconce.
Alright, you are the brute after all.
Oh,
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. What's everyone else doing while Weigard does this?
Regretting my decision.
Standing over by the stairs, just the ones coming up, making sure that thing's not coming up.
Okay.
Kind of
Humming
just,
to myself.
tentatively looking up the stairs because it's fucking dark.
Yeah,
And
it's very bright up there.
Light is maybe about to happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Weigard, you get this torch off the wall with like half a sconce. But you're carrying a torch, which is not an item that I've built in Foundry yet. So let me do that real quick.
The torch is such an iconic Dark Souls item.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Here you go.
God. Hang on. I gotta look at the
Thank
torch hollow to figure out where its torch attack icon came from. Also, I think I just rolled torch attack. Icons / sundries / light. Okay.
Sundries.
Not geek and sundry, though.
You can find it in the folder labeled accoutrement.
Oh, this is literally just a torch. Like, it's a D&D torch. I don't need the book. It's just a D&D torch. There we go.
Real shit.
Does someone else want to hold this? I kind of need both my hands for murder.
Got it. I've got a torch now.
Alright, let me just drop that on Ceramorris' sheet.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, someone with fiddly tinkery type tools could get this off the wall.
Torch! You have a torch.
Axes can be fiddly.
Where's the light at?
He didn't put any like dents or scratches in the axe, did he?
Probably.
Alright.
You might have to repair that at a blacksmith.
Alright.
So,
You got
thus...
the sticky pointy stick now. You don't need that. It's fine.
Stick 'em with the pointy end.
It's a tool. You use these things. Get over it.
Thusly armed with fire. What's your marching order making your way up these stairs? Who's first? Sounds like Ceramorris was itching to get upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I'll be on their heels.
Alright.
I don't know where they're at, though.
It's fine. We're moving to a new scene.
Okay.
I'll be right ahead of Weigard.
Ahead of Weigard?
Right. He's bringing up the rear. I'm right in front of him.
Oh no, I'm at Ceramorris' heels.
Oh, I see.
I'll take up the rear. You can sit in front of me.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose as I hand off the torch, I just follow them up the stairs.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll be in the middle.
Alrighty.
Begrudgingly take the caboose.
Alrighty. So I need to configure a scene because I forgot to give it global illumination, which I only noticed when I started adding your tokens and I clicked on it and it went black. So I'm gonna bring you over to the new
Classic.
scene.
Classic Dark Souls.
Well, the music stopped because I changed scenes and I had that playlist. So
There
as you
was
get
music?
outside,
There's music.
Ooh.
you guys
Yeah.
didn't hear music that whole time?
I did.
I did.
I
I
did.
didn't.
I was listening to the music.
I didn't
It was
hear
good
any music.
ambiance.
Mike, are you using Firefox?
Trust.
Yes.
That might have something to do with it.
Nope, that's what I'm using.
Motherfucker.
Yep. Foundry is
So that-
predominantly developed for Chrome, which is kind of
I don't hear it,
frustrating.
and I'm on Chrome.
Well, there's no music now.
Oh, but I didn't hear it before.
I heard it and I was
well,
on Firefox.
Turn up your volume.
I don't know what to tell you. If you go over to the music tab in Foundry, the little music note, there are volume sliders. Maybe those are down. I don't know. Maybe there's a permission you have to set in your fucking browser to let a page just play audio at you, because some browsers are really opinionated about that. So as you get up here, as you get off of the stairs and into this sort of alleyway, you would and you see greenery. You see grass, ivy growing up walls. You feel like you should smell life. And you don't. You keep smelling this rotting, this metallic, cloying scent that just coats the inside of your nose. And you feel as if there's just the wind, just this beating wind coming from above that is just pushing this disgusting scent into your nostrils. And as you look up to try to get a sense, you see a massive, jiggling heap of gray-black flesh with tiny little bat wings and very angry face as it crashes to the ground in front of you and huffs angry breaths.
Hello.
I think
Glad we
the other
won't.
option's looking better now.
I'm glad we walked
Starting
away
to
from the fight.
Just fought this thing.
And it just snorts like a bull. And we're gonna roll initiative.
This looks like the area where you find the Taurus demons for the first time. That's what I thought we were going.
Capra demon, actually.
A Capra demon, yeah, sorry.
This is the area where you fight the
Is it?
Capra demon. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
I thought it was.
So there is a Patreon that I have subscribed to. I've forgotten its name, and that makes me a terrible human being.
You gave him your money. That's all you need.
People are moving.
I have to look it up. Dark Signs is the name of the Patreon. I've subbed to them. They are making Dark Souls 1 inspired VTT maps.
Nice.
So
That's sick.
the last map was also from Dark Souls 1. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. And I'm gonna just put in the initiative DC real quick.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
Who targeted my fucking demon?
I think that's because I shifted to the right.
I don't. All right.
It's like I think me, Oswin, and Ceramorris all shifted to the right one square. I don't think it matters, but
Yeah.
All right. Just move me back.
So far, I've done 5, 6, 7 initiatives. So
All right.
gonna die.
So. Oh yeah, we need to roll a temporary position as well.
So putting it in the plus max does not up my current hit points.
No?
No.
Okay.
It just lists it, but I'm still 12 of 12.
Okay. And then something Mike had suggested, I think we were on break when he suggested it, was instead of putting 6 in the... So if you rolled a 6, instead of putting 6 in the temporary max, you could just put your full 18, just so you know, like, this is temporarily my maximum. That makes it a lot easier to figure out where your bloodied value is. So you look at 18, you know half is 9, rather than, 12 plus 6 is 18, half of that is 9.
Good idea.
I like that. I do like that suggestion. So
especially since it doesn't actually add anything to your current.
Right. So yeah,
Could use
18
it as
out
a
of
reminder.
12, temp of 18. Perfect. So how's everyone doing? How'd everyone roll? Decent. Okay. So it is the bad guy's turn. So I need to pull up his... Wait, what am I saying? I'm like, oh yeah, let me flip through the book to find a stat block. And then I remembered I put him in Foundry. Look at me.
Fucking smart.
Look at me. Fucking smart.
Smart boy.
All right. So they no fit page, thank you. Pulls back the hammer. Waiting. Daring you. That's his turn.
Do we just go back inside now?
Weigard?
Because this guy's bigger than the other guy. I like the little guy now.
Now we have a challenge in front of us. Let's meet it.
Alrighty.
Let me see. Let me go back to my sheet for a second and look at my... Here's that.
I'm going to start music. If you don't
now I
hear
hear
it...
something.
Oh, okay. If you don't hear it, maybe try debugging some shit. I don't know.
Well, no one else wants to go.
I'm
Bayless,
gonna
are you
try
muted?
something before anyone moves. I'm gonna move here.
So as soon as you get there... Koof!
Nope, we
Yeah.
lost
Hammer
Matt.
comes down. We
bye,
lost
Matt.
Matt again. I'm gonna hop in Zoom just to unfuck our layout. I'm assuming he'll be back like by the time I can get this configured, but
Yep.
There
Yep.
it is.
There he is.
yep.
Came up.
And now I've fucked the layout. Good job, me. Alright, so let's...
Welcome
Matt
back.
Matt is not Bayless. Welcome back.
He can be if
Just
he wants
started
to.
measuring.
You gotta get that fiber, bro.
Yeah, I was actually.
So Ceramorris, as soon as you get there,
Mm-hmm.
he swings at you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. For is that his damage expression? Oh no.
Oh no.
16 bludgeoning damage,
Cool.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh my god, you have 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
Woo! That'll save.
Great.
Yeah.
Love that for me.
Yeah, what's everyone doing?
I'm going to continue my turn by casting Force.
Okay.
Doesn't
That's a strength save?
really matter, but
Is that a strength save?
Dex.
Dex save? What the
Mhm.
fuck? Okay. That's a 20.
Cool. Well, it's
just
knocked
realized
back
I'm
10
on
feet.
Even on a save?
Yup.
Wow!
And I'm going to bonus action cast heal on myself.
Okay.
Cool, 10 points.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Good heal.
All right. Who doing
I'm
what?
no longer bloodied.
I don't know how.
You did the max amount on that, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
I sure did.
So with bosses, so bosses always go first. Like that's their initiative DC. Their initiative DC is
Okay.
I go first. I don't know that with bosses I want to have you guys all acting at the same time. Like, because it's all 5 of you all at the same time, and that seems insane.
That's not a fast or slow
Fair.
comparatively, right?
Right.
So just go in the order
I feel like that's the
that we
point.
got.
What is the point?
Oh. Well, that we can split up our turns how we decide. Like, Ceramorris ran in and just took the hit, so now we all know we're not going to take another hit from him.
Yep.
Probably.
Okay. We'll try it. Whatever you guys want to do, call it out, and we'll resolve it in the order it's called out, I guess.
Do you have a way to make like a checklist of all of us when it comes to this, so you can see like, okay, Ceramorris just went. That leaves these 4 people.
I can put we can put a condition.
Yeah, you can put a condition marker on yourself.
I'm just gonna boop asleep. I've done my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna rush in then.
All
And
right.
that's right click to do, correct?
Yeah, right click and then the symbol on the right, like the dude inside of a holy aura. You click on that, it'll give you a list of conditions.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the
That works
2
for me.
position
All right.
to get in there.
Sure.
Mark that 2 position. And then I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
$20 to hit.
I believe a 20 will hit. Yes. He's a big wall of fat.
11 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to take the 3 position
Okay.
and hit him again.
Okay.
Crit.
Oh
Nice.
boy. So here's the thing.
I'm just gonna hit normal.
Okay. Here's the
So
thing.
6
You can spend position to increase your damage 1 for 1, but you have to spend at least 5. It will be doubled because you've crit.
Yep.
Ballsy.
Because you doubled the damage total.
So you could spend 7 of your 8 position to deal an additional 14 damage.
I am going to spend 6
Okay?
of my 8 position.
Okay. For an additional 12,
So it's
dealing 40 damage. No, sorry. No. For an additional
28
6,
damage.
14, doubled to 28. I doubled it twice.
Please do.
So 28 damage.
and then I'm going to use a bonus action for my Estus.
Okay. To regain
That's so-
7.
So I actually come out at 9.
Yep.
Leaving me still bloodied.
Yep. Barely.
Barely. Which is exactly what I wanted.
Right?
That's me. I'm done. I'll put me
Okay.
asleep.
I'm gonna start blasting.
Okay.
Foaming simple mass, all 3 on him. Oof! Wow, 2, a 3, and a 4.
12 damage. So with that, the boss becomes bloodied. So as a bloodied action, it's not a reaction, it's a bloodied action. He is going to ground pound. And I saw Oswin measuring to move in. I was really hoping Oswin would be the one to bloody him because he just takes his hammer and smashes it in the ground. And everyone within 15 feet of him has to make a con save. So, Weigard.
I'm gonna chew this.
Alright.
Good call.
Where is my character sheet? It keeps ending up behind stuff. Con save. Saving throw at advantage.
Alright. So you're only going to take half damage.
Okay.
So you take 6.
I'm glad to use my Estus. Oh, I take 4 because
Do you?
all damage I take.
Is it all damage?
The
From
feature
any
says
source. Holy shit. Wow, okay. Alright. Oswin, you
resume.
want to run in?
Yeah.
Grayson, you
Oh.
want to run?
Yeah,
Ren,
I
you
think
got
I'm
more blast?
I'm gonna resume blasting.
I'm
Alright.
gonna go in there and I'm gonna just be dodging.
Okay.
I'll spend 2 position to get my move up to 40 so I can get into melee.
Okay. Loren, you boosting that at all?
Nah.
Alright, so it'll take 8. Alright.
And then,
Oswin.
then I'll use a cheer also and attack him.
Sure.
Oh, there it is.
so close.
24 has a tendency to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Only this were Pathfinder.
damage, and then the
Jordan's
sneak
like,
attack.
Really?
Ian gave me information.
So 13 total.
13. Alright. Would you like to spend 2 position to reduce his AC by 2 to the next attack? So that's a thing you can do with the Mailbreaker.
I can do that even with spending it to move up.
Yeah, so there's a rule in the book about only spending position once per turn, and it makes literally no sense because there's so many features that require you to spend position to gain the ability to do the thing where that ability works. So
Yeah, I'll spend 2 more then and drop his AC a little bit for
Alrighty.
the next attack.
So we'll put a big ol' that boy on him.
Ooh,
Degenerating? Nah. Weak.
just read my own
Sure.
special effect.
Alright. I think that's everybody?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright. So it is him turns, and now he gets to multi-attack.
Oh no.
So he's gonna start out with a ground pound. So I need Weigard and Oswin to make strength saves.
Strength save.
Yeah.
Those will... So Weigard will save. Oswin fails. So that is 12 damage, save for half. So 12 for Oswin. 6 for Weigard, who takes 4, and I believe you have 1 hit point.
I have 1 hit point.
Alright, well I'm
I
gonna
got
end
2
that
hit points.
real quick. He's gonna swing his hammer at you.
Bring up
21
3
to
shields
hit.
Quick.
Yeah, that does it.
A mere 13 damage.
I'm dead.
Yeah. And I am actually going to delete your token and replace it with a bloodstain. And how many
Nice.
souls did you have?
140.
All right, you have none. And now
Can't
for a
see anything anymore.
Oh no. I was gonna give you vision from the bloodstain, but that seems like a bad idea. Because like if you're trying to get back to a bloodstain, you'd be able to see from it. So he's gonna use his third attack to attack Oswin.
Come on, roll. Not great.
16 to hit.
God, that's my no, my AC is 17 because I'm bloodied.
Yeah.
Nailing it. So he's gonna spend 1 position to make it a hit.
I'm down, dead.
I rolled 5 damage.
Oh, just
This
like
was going okay a second ago.
what is? Nah, yeah, I'm dead. Oh yeah, because it's I can reduce position costs, not damages.
And let's just put some you dieds on your faces. So we'll delete Oswin, replace him with a bloodstain. You no longer have any souls.
Also 140.
Yep. And now it's the team's turn. There's significantly fewer of you than there were a moment ago.
Yeah.
Oh, also he moves forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Well, that
Sorry.
saves
That's right.
that
that's where I
saves
wanted.
me. That saves me the effort of coming to you.
Just stomps forward, heaving his fat rolls. They kind of, at one point he almost trips over them, but they like kind of just like suck up back into his chest. He is bloodied.
I'm gonna use a cheers bow.
All right.
And his
On my
AC's
attack.
2 less.
Sure.
It is okay.
Against
Yeah,
the first
his AC
attack
is
against
2
him.
lower.
15.
That will hit.
Sweet. All right, gonna go two-handed.
Did you use Cinderwrath?
No.
Okay. So 10 slashing damage.
Yes.
All right.
And then I would like to use my special ability if I still can.
Ooh, you
Spend 3
absolutely-
position after successful attack to unleash a war cry. Your opponent must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned.
Okay, I have no resources, so this is just a straight roll. I'll do it public. So he's stunned.
Hell
So how long does that last? For the next turn.
Yes.
It says for the next turn.
So I guess the next time he does something.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's till the end of its next turn. So advantage on attacks against him, and he misses his next turn.
Hell yeah.
I have a question.
Ceramorris and Loren.
The Sorcerer
He's
staff
all yours.
ability is deal extra damage on my next spell attack. I assume that requires an attack roll like normal 5e.
Yes, that is a spell attack. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start blasting.
Okay.
Here comes
Eat
the
'em.
soul mass. All 3 on him. Oof.
All right.
Stunned means I can run away, right?
Yeah, he can't take reactions.
Cool. I'm gonna look at Lord. I'm just gonna say, give it everything you got. So I'm like readying up my heals.
Will do.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Here comes the soul arrow, and I'm gonna do a big boy position. Shoot at it.
Are you spending all but one?
I will spend all but one.
Alrighty.
If I can I do that? So yeah, I will spend 10 position to increase the damage by 20.
Ooh, spicy.
23 damage.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Okay, I don't care. I'm just doing the fucking plus 20.
Here's the best
Ow!
part, though.
Thank God for that.
Here's the bet. So you just stand there charging your staff.
He had 4 hit points.
He had 1 hit point.
I did a cool thing. It didn't fucking matter.
You don't know that.
No, but here's the best part. So you charge your staff and create this searing, powerful bolt that is crackling through your veins, and fire it off. And it hits him, and it causes him to explode into millions of motes of white light. And as
did that.
those motes look like they're about to disperse into the ether, they instead slow down and then shoot down into the ground. Sorry, down towards the ground, and then fly into the 5 of you. Oswin and Weigard. You wake up downstairs.
I hate this table.
Oswin, you are torso underneath a table, your knees just uncomfortably on its bench, heels on the tabletop. Imagine that. And Weigard, you are lying downways on the stairs at the south end of the room, just staring at the bottom of the stairs where there are wet thwacks happening. And as you wake up here, the souls, the power flood into you. But they flood most of all into Loren. You feel this something, this presence, the soul of this demon in your hands. And you have a choice. You can consume it, or you can form it into a ball. I will give you no information beyond that. And you must choose now.
Yeah, I know, fucking... Well, I know from the game what this means, but I don't know from this what it means. Fuck, Souls or power. What would the physical form of power be? Like a battery. Help. What do I do? I'm gonna dance, I guess.
Can't help you make a decision we don't know you're making.
Yeah.
I'll give it physical form.
Okay. So you... if I had been smart enough to add it to Foundry as an item, I would tell you that I will add a Soul of the Asylum Demon to your inventory.
Neato.
I look at it in your
No,
hands.
Asylum Demon.
So glad somebody did.
And it's just the searing, burning light in your hands that doesn't hurt. But everyone gains 360 souls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I pat your shoulder as I put a
Pop
heal
your leg.
into ya. I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
You can't plus a number in the currencies, can you?
I have no idea.
Okay. We should be at 500.
Get 10 position back.
Damn!
Hey, that's how much I spent.
I mean, he's at max now.
Yeah.
The fight's over.
Yep.
You go back to base position, max. So Oswin and Weigard, you just gonna make your way back upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna quietly push my way up the stairs before I stand up.
Okay, just
I'm strong, so it's
yeah, sure.
Crawl out from under the table, kick
Okay.
it.
All right.
That was most impressive, Squishy Child. I'm very impressed.
What
question
is...
though.
Sure.
With dying, do Estus Flask charges reset?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, you have to make whiz saves versus hollowing.
Right, that's the thing.
That was the other thing I was going to ask since we...
But only Weigard and Oswin.
Mm-hmm.
And do they have an understanding, and also do the three of us have an understanding about soul retrieval?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
Do
Yeah,
we see their markers left behind?
You do not.
Cool.
Wait, can you see them? Yeah, you can see
I
them.
mean, like physically.
Yeah,
but,
you can
in-game,
see them in Foundry, yeah.
Well, we could. I would think
right.
we could see the blood stain, but not
that it
the
does
energy.
something.
Not the energy it has, because that's how it works in the games. You see other players' blood stains.
Right. Oswin, can I get a whiz save for hollowing?
Yeah, just a sec. Foundry.
Also, why is it the
Went a little
dark sign?
crazy.
Why is it the dark sign? Because I could not find a bloodstain token.
Okay.
So I just went with dark sign.
Yep.
Looks good.
So you both fail. So go ahead and roll
Oh,
d20, Oswin.
Oof.
I don't know.
Don't roll a 1. It's not a 1. All right, so Weigard, you're absent-minded. Your mind wanders, no longer able to focus on the things that you took joy in. Reduce your int by 1. Oswin, you are slower to react to threats as they present themselves. Reduce your initiative by 1.
Oof.
Forever.
Yep. Until you find a purging stone. So here's the thing. I should have mentioned this last time. There were hollowing effects. Every time you get a hollowing effect, make sure you add it to your character sheet as a separate entry, because there are ways to remove individual hollowing effects.
Where should we put those?
That's a good question.
Flaws?
No, that's like character flaws.
Okay.
Probably under features, I would add a feature for hollowing, and then just add line items in the description of it.
Or under effects.
I think
Effects.
effects is literally just like effects on your token.
Yeah, effects is things on your token. They will actually show up if you put them there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put it under features, under passive abilities.
Yeah.
Just hollowing, and then add each of the things that have happened to you as a line item. Has anyone had 2 yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Was it this one and then
The charisma one.
lose
Okay.
1 charisma.
Okay. Right.
Do you want me to keep
We
my?
got a follow from Jam Shelf 420. Thanks for the follow.
Nice. Do you want me to add the fact that I had that one disadvantage to my next roll thing?
That one's probably not important because that's a temporary thing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like one of 2 temporary things too.
Wow.
Like the vast majority are just permanent. And if you roll a 20, you get +2 to an attribute, which is insane.
That's
That can
sick.
bypass 20.
What's that?
That can go above 20.
Yeah.
Can we use take 20s for that?
No, because it's not an attack roll ability check or saving throw.
That's some bullshit. We need a
Okay.
new
Well, I'm fucking
new
sorry.
donation
So,
incentive.
Ceramorris, Grayson, and Loren, you just saw your new friends die and their corpses disappear and fade into these glowing bloodstains on the ground. What are you doing? Oh, incidentally, I forgot to mention, you also see a glowing little ball where the demon died. I didn't
Oh,
put
I
an
want to
item.
go touch the ball.
Okay, I didn't put an item in it. I just dropped that on there. But as you reach into it, you pull out a pretty fuck massive key.
Does anyone know where this leads?
I would guess the giant ominous gates,
Or
in the
door at the
distance?
top of the stairs.
or this door over here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or perhaps a door past the butcher.
Just gonna lean on my axe and watch the door at the bottom to wait for.
You're just
Kind of
waiting.
watching to wait to
See-
see if they show up.
So you're assuming that they will have respawned and
Mhm.
come to
Oh,
greet
I'm-
you.
I'm fully going over to the bloodstains and like poking them. Like,
So
what is
there's this like this water like texture to it. It flows like water, but it looks like fire.
Does he get to see how they died?
Sure.
oh my god, yay!
So
Every
here's
time I
the
touch
thing,
them, I
though.
just see them horrifically dying.
Yeah, so here's the thing, though. You can only see them. You don't see the source of their death. You just see them. I think one of you died to the ground. No, neither of you died to the ground pound.
I
So
did. I died to the second ground pound I took.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was the ground pound, and then there was just the hammer sweep.
So yeah, I took 2 ground pound attacks. I took
Right.
the bloodied action, which I didn't die to, and then his second one killed me.
So you
So
see
I kind of
Weigard
like double over in half.
just and then Oswin just gets knocked into the air and then falls to the ground in a heap. Yeah, you see that.
I'm just scooping up the fiery water and like pouring it back out, watching the deaths happen over and over for a minute.
That's morbid.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
So Oswin and Weigard, you collect yourselves and make your way back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get rid of the dead. So you find these blood stains, these fiery water that Ceramorris is playing with, this watery fire. But you feel drawn to it. Like there's something not quite tugging on your heart, but very clearly leading you. Like there's this invisible thread just kind of not pulling but taut.
We killed the thing for you.
You didn't. It doesn't look like you guys took too many hits, so it must have been almost dead. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Just reach out and poke the space in the air where this fiery water is, or watery fire, or whatever it is.
It's watery fire. So yeah, go ahead and loot it. You should be able to loot them just like lootable items. There's currency that you can loot out of it. Hey, look, it's empty now.
PP coins.
Coins.
PP coins. Oh God. Oh no.
No.
We might have to switch to gold instead of platinum.
No. PP coins, though.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh my God. All right. Jesus. So now what? Feel free to discuss while I go pee.
While you go spend your PP coins.
Well, I mean, besides dying, that wasn't too bad.
How do you feel having died? Because that's that.
Not.
I mean, I think
great.
It is the second time today.
No.
I don't think I've died twice today.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
Do you feel any worse?
I feel I've lost. I feel like when we first came to, there was something more, but it just seems not there anymore. If that makes any sense.
I know what you're talking about. I feel fine. I just crap, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Dying.
But you still feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there used to be something feeling?
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't grasp it.
Like you used to wake up and know what day it was, but
It like Oswin like looked for a second, goes, not even forgot about different days.
I found a key.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I made
all right
this
then.
thing from power that came out of the demon. I don't know what it is.
At a demon. That's nice.
I don't know that it is.
Probably not. It did kill a couple of us.
Yeah.
So the wet slaps, do we want to go get him?
I mean, he
No.
seemed like he was significantly smaller than this one.
I'd like to touch the sun more.
Well, there's stairs.
I don't think they go that high.
We can
It's,
try.
It's the right direction, at least. Up.
So you're going up the stairs?
Do we care about?
I just want to see if it fits.
So you're going to the top of the stairs and checking the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you find a hilariously massive keyhole on this door.
Oh, what?
Just hilariously massive, like yay big.
Zelda big.
Yeah, Zelda big keyhole. And
Just-
you fit the key in, and it doesn't turn.
What about the
God.
door?
What about this door down here? Does it have a thing on it?
Can I borrow your axe?
No. Let's see if it has a keyhole first.
There is a similarly hilariously large keyhole on the grate.
Oh.
Is there another door here?
Yeah. Can I open that?
Sure. Just gonna hack it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like.
Well,
try the
I was
handle
going to try and
first, but-
turn the doorknob first to see if it just opened like an door.
I guess.
That's
If
so
you
fun.
want.
What are we playing? Dungeons and Dragons or something? No, this is Dark Souls.
Somebody probably lives here, and I don't want to make them buy a new door.
Hopefully they weren't living with that thing.
So
So
rude,
you-
neighbor.
So you just pull the door open, and it's like this one room hovel, like 12 feet square, and every available wall inch is covered in replacement hammers for this thing you just killed.
And these hammers are like 15 feet long.
They're hundreds of pounds,
What's the strength requirement for that?
like 40.
Damn.
We can get there eventually.
Just a little outside.
Just gotta roll
of
20
what we carry.
repeatedly.
Easy.
Break the game.
It's just a storage room.
How
Oh, I
Okay.
guess I'll go
did
to
he
the grave.
fit into
What's
here?
the
He's
smell
got like 10 foot. He's got just 10-foot arms. Did you say what's the
Okay.
smell like?
Yeah,
Not any
because you
better.
said like the smell seemed to be coming from the wings, like wafting down on us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does it smell like here now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking like what's the room? What's the inside
I
sound?
thought
smell
so.
like?
Oh no, like here now that the demon's dead.
It smells hopeful.
Less awful?
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna kitsch this up. So Ceramorris, you head over to this other keyhole. You slot the key. You turn it. And as you pull the gate open, I mean, you already saw through the gate. Like, it's just like there's more sunlight past. You pull the gate open, and there's a short tunnel leading to who knows what. Do you proceed?
Found a tunnel, a secret tunnel.
Do you
Through the mountain?
proceed?
Through the building?
Whatever this, it's a tunnel. Yes.
And there's sunlight in the tunnel.
No, there's sunlight past the tunnel. It's like a 30-foot
Yeah.
tunnel and then sunlight.
Got it. Okay.
It seems better than staying here.
I'm going
All right.
to touch the sun. That way.
All right. So as you get to the far end of this tunnel, you find yourselves buffeted by not quite gale force winds, but rough winds as you take in your surroundings and find that you are on top of a mountain. And just ahead of you is a massive domed building with a pair of spires behind it. And I believe I made a handout for this. No, that would have been... Oh yeah, I did. Cool. What? There's no... I did. I'm smart. Please tell me I have the image. Where's the image? What have I done? There we go.
What have you done?
I don't know. What have I done?
I'm going to be
Wow.
very frustrated if that butcher has the other key.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
that's
could
right.
come back and get them later.
Yeah, maybe we'll die again.
So you see a short, what is clearly a graveyard, likely the graveyard that fell into where you awoken. And on the other side of that graveyard is the entrance to this domed, squat building with towers behind it. Like so. And you can see that there is an entrance on the side facing you, a short walk away, a short walk up the hill. It's a little darker in this art than it is now. The sun is shining. The light is warm. The wind is frigid, as you are on top of a mountain. And it buffets you, and it makes it difficult to hear anything. And it invites you to go inside, because it's not very nice out here right now. What would you like to do?
I'll start walking towards the pathway up.
All right.
Only logical way to go.
All right. So as you make your way through the graveyard, you see that the graves here are beyond ancient. Any names that may have been on them have been weathered to nothingness. The headstones are practically stumps. But when you get to the doorway of this squat building, you find that there is this inviting warmth inside. And the sound of low chatter. Voices. And some kind of high-pitched ringing noise. Most of all, the smell of smoke. It just permeates your senses.
So we hear chatter. Have any of the hollows or any of the anything we've encountered yet had anything beyond groaning?
Nope.
This is a good sign. I press on.
Okay. You all head in?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get inside, you find yourselves essentially standing on a balcony overlooking this tiered, ringed room with a burning bonfire in the middle. And as you enter, all chatter stops and all eyes turn to you. And that's where we'll end the session.
Yeah, we did it. We got
You guys got way further than I thought you would. Apparently level 1 Dark Souls characters are way more powerful than level 1 5e characters. I mean, the ability to spend 10 position to do 20 additional damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude, I've got 15 magic missiles. Like,
Right.
fuck.
Yeah. Like, I was looking at your character sheets before the game, I think like late last night or earlier today, and I was like, Sorcerer's busted. You get 15 magic missiles a day.
No.
But then you
Excuse
have a
me?
cleric friend just say, "Hey, spend all your position. I'll heal you."
I got you.
Yep.
Don't you worry about it.
That is
Yep.
a fun combo.
Share some
I'm on board.
souls. We got each other.
Yeah. The ability to burn yourself down to one position, like, I'm gonna die, but fuck you, I did a butt ton of damage in the meantime. That's
very
great.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to not be able to beat the Asylum Demon at level 1.
No?
Mm.
No.
Oh.
Basically, if he got one more round, we would.
Oh yeah, if he had
restart.
one more attack, he would have knocked someone else down and it would have been over.
The stun saved us. Yeah.
The stun didn't actually
Don't it?
matter. He got stunned and then died.
Yep.
It would have mattered if Loren hadn't murked him.
We
Yeah,
didn't
well,
know how
yeah.
much HP he had left. We just knew that
It's
he was
very
bloodied,
true.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also like I get 2d6 sneak attack basically to start with.
Oh god, yeah. Like what the? That's so good. Like everyone's
That
just
crit came at a good time for me too.
Yup. Yeah,
We're all
everyone's
kind
just
of
a little
glass
bit.
cannons.
Yeah, a little bit. But like, as long as the enemies aren't adamantine, it's like you're just made of iron. I can fire a cannon at iron and then die. Fuck it.
Rocket tag all day.
Kind of, but like, not really. And I think that will lessen the higher level you get, like the amount of rocket there is in the tag. No.
Yeah.
There'll be less tag, more rocket.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, it'll be like once we get higher up, also the Estus flask starts doing less.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
Oh, I
like
forgot
it's like,
to-
oh, you'll have 25, 30 position, and then it's like, oh, the Estus flask is still only going to
Yeah.
do
Like 10.
5.
Yeah. I forgot to play the music for the new area.
That's fine. I can't hear it.
I recognize that.
Yeah.
I don't think that it is Firefox. Like I'm looking at my
Huh?
volume mixer and I see Firefox is trying to make sound. It's just not coming out.
Is
I don't know
is
why.
Firefox going to the wrong output?
When I used to use Firefox, it never worked with Foundry.
With Foundry?
as
Yeah,
well.
no, like I've
Yeah.
never had a player use Firefox and get music through Foundry.
Except for
Yeah.
Bayless.
Wait, it worked for I don't know then. I don't fucking know.
It didn't at first.
I don't know. But yeah, that's I did kind of sort of plan for you to have a bit of conversation here, but I was like, I'll be more prepared for this next session, so I'll do that instead. So I did a lot of story prep for this week.
Mhm.
Which was kind of hilariously irrelevant because we haven't gotten to the story yet. We're just learning mechanics thus far.
You've been in tutorial level.
Pretty much, yeah. You guys are in the tutorial level. I expected you to die to the asylum demon and go, oh, okay, we could take the butcher instead, maybe, and then go that way, and then go.
Wait,
from
then we
there.
kill all the zombies again.
Yep, you get some more souls from that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was expecting a lot more dying in general. I expected 5 TPKs today. There was only 1. Did I ever increment that?
No.
You did not.
Now I did. I forgot to do that. So yeah, that's it for today. We got more coming next week, and I'm very excited. So I will just explain a mechanic. So obviously this is the first bonfire that you've seen thus far. It allows you to long rest. Time is mostly a material. So it's not like, oh, it hasn't been 16 hours since we last long rested. I can't long rest again. Not really important. You just hit the bonfire, you hit the long rest button. Cool, all the enemies respawn too. Except for the ones that don't, which is sometimes clear, sometimes not. And then
I got a solo one of them.
yeah, you have the solo. Yeah, you probably not.
No.
Wow, I fully brain farted there.
Oh no, that's my attribute that I just got from hollowing.
Right. The other thing that you can only do at bonfires is gain experience points. So you can buy experience points 1 for 1 by spending souls. So all of you have 500 souls at this point, which is enough to get to level 2, which I expected you'd have to do before you got to the asylum demon, but it's fine.
But
That means there's a
was there even a
bonfire
place-
somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah. I'm a secretive little asshole. Anyway, so yeah, that's for next session though. You'll learn all of that. I'm sure an NPC, and a helpful NPC will explain it to you, and how your unlives are going to work. So yeah, Any parting thoughts before we do the plugs and dip?
Man, fuck that Feral Hollow.
That was
I
the
hadn't
most
even gotten a
Dead
turn yet.
Souls beginning I think we could have gotten.
Yeah, for sure.
Dead Souls, right? Mm-hmm.
Dead Souls. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Same thing.
Stay
Obviously,
wild and
Ginger.
listen.
All right.
So,
So
French.
Deckard King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Diablo.
Yeah.
I've never played a Diablo game.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. At this
Not even
point,
the
I
very
don't think
first?
I can play anything Blizzard anymore. Anyway, thanks for being here. If you're watching us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. This game does actually go on YouTube. I should probably like edit it when it's on YouTube. Like edit out the beginning and the break and whatnot. Anyway, if you watch us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. We got all the other episodes. If you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern with Spelljammer. Sundays at noon Eastern with Fall of Kings, which is our Call of Cthulhu Dark Ages homebrew campaign. A lot of qualifiers on that one. And then on Thursdays at 7 p.m. playing Dark Souls like we just did. And then we also have we also have like one shots. We have Trolls for Hire, which has been on hiatus for a while. I have been starting up a bunch of other games and haven't had the energy to get any Trolls for Hire games off the ground. But Trolls for Hire is coming back, don't worry. And also, this coming Saturday, the 11th, we will be playing part 2 of our Pathfinder Beginner Box one-shot. It's still one shot. It just took us 2 sessions. Shut up.
Sounds like a 2-shot.
It's a one-shot that took 2 sessions.
1.5 shot.
One shot. So that's featuring me, Jordan, Bayless, Amber, Ginger as players, as well as Aaron as the DM. Sorry, the Game Master, because Dungeon Master is a trademark. Fuck you, wizards. Yeah, that's it for when we play. We also have an Instagram where you can find photos and videos of the beautiful doggo who showed up very, very, very early in this stream. And then we have a Discord where we all hang out like all the goddamn time. Now it's time for us to raid, and we're going to raid Jancy Pansy, who is playing Dark Souls 3. And may or may not at some point visit the area that we have just found ourselves. But go ahead and raid. Say hi from the Dark Souls RPG. And you guys are going to hurt your wrist doing that. But yeah, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.